Tommy Boyd on Talksport.
Tommy Boyd.
Why am I such a misfit?
The Tommy Boyd radio experiment. It does exactly what it says in the paper.
I smell bacon.
Life's gonna suck when you grow up. It sucks pretty bad right now. Life's gonna suck when you grow up. When you grow up. Well, life's gonna suck when you grow up. It sucks pretty bad right now. Life's gonna suck when you grow up. When you grow up. Life's gonna suck when you grow up. And then you're gone.
Okay, unfortunately.
Tommy Boyd.
But that's the deal. And it's a Sunday night. And we know how we feel on a Sunday night. So on the Human Zoo, we take calls live, unscreened, and completely at random. We also play in pieces of audio that have been emailed into the show and get the feeling. Because they know the feeling. They have the feeling right now. The feeling that you get on a Sunday night, and only on a Sunday night, you know? Because it's Monday in the morning, and you've got school, you've got work, you've got stuff you don't want to do, you've got to be somebody you don't want to be. And so for this tiny little aperture of your life, this radio station is with you and give you an opportunity to understand and realise that everybody else feels the same. Because we do. Because it's Sunday night, you know? 08704 20 20 20 is the number. Ash is here. Good evening.
Evening.
All right, fella?
Yeah, you all right?
I'm looking forward to this one.
Yeah.
We've got some great bits of audio that have been emailed, shall we? We'll go to line one and say, good evening, line one. You're live on the Human Zoo.
All right, Tommy.
Yo.
Way.
Hey.
Jake,
How you doing?
yeah, I want to give a shout out to my brother Ray and my mate Daniel Queen, and I want to say Ash is a pussy-o.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
It's a compliment.
To line
from
two.
where I'm from.
And in my neck of the woods as well, in Chichester. That's what we all say to each other if we love each other. Yeah.
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 Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Tommy Boyd. Hey, it's some original stuff. Tommy Boyd. Nice. Ash is here. This is good. That was stunning.
Yeah, man. That was nice.
Top. Good feel to it. Almost got the lyrics. Lyrics. Hi, line three.
I like Marmite sandwiches.
I prefer it on toast.
I hate Marmite.
Prefer it on toast.
Tommy.
Hello, four.
It's the killer T-Cozy.
Hey, T-Cozy.
Now, before I get down to business, I would just like to say how proud I am to be nominated the best call on the Human Zoo by the mightsticking.co.uk website.
Cool.
It's not like me to blow my own trumpet, but for once I will.
Did you have to learn the trumpet?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, me
everyone
too.
does,
Yeah,
don't
trumpet voluntary. It was only made to make school children unhappy, that song. Line five, you're on the Human Zoo. Hiya.
Four stomach for El Presidente. Oven chips rule.
they? Have you ever learned the bassoon?
No. By the way, you can't spell buffoon. This is, yeah, nice one. Thank you for that, Six. Let's take our first piece of audio that's been emailed into the Human Zoo by a Talksport Human Zoo fan who gets it. It's from Phil Pearson, and I don't know when it was done, and I have heard it before, but this is a good chance to hear it again. Captain Kirk, William Shatner, from Starship Enterprise and stuff the first time round, he went into a recording studio, and they got him to do his first single and his only single, and it's his attempts at Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, I believe, by the Beatles. And the reason it's the worst thing that I've ever heard from a recording studio is because he tries to make sense of these lyrics, which are nonsensical. It's tragic. Phil, thank you for emailing this in.
Picture yourself in a boat on a river with tangerine trees and marmalade skies. Somebody calls you. You answer quite slowly. A girl with kaleidoscope eyes. Cellophane flowers of yellow and green towering over your head.
Poor, isn't it?
Girl with the sun in her eyes, and she's gone.
Nice.
Very poor, but Phil, thank you very much indeed for that. We'll credit everyone who emails in bits of audio, whether it's originally produced material. If you're going to send in something that you yourself have done, when you email it in, and I'll explain a bit later on exactly how to do that, you need to just give us a waiver of rights, saying that, we don't have to pay for it. So all you have to do is say, I waive all... I waive all performing rights to this piece of audio, and I'll explain how to do that. Some people have sent in some timeless stuff, and other people have created stuff of their own, and we've got an extraordinary bit of audio which has been done originally by a Human Zoo listener, which we played last week, but as you were away, I want to play it again just to hear you, just to see what you make of it, because it's brilliant, but at the same time, beautifully curious. So if you want to email something into the show, you email talksport.net and you make it for my attention by going to the presenters gallery and clicking on my photo. That email then goes to my home. I then email you back and tell you how you can send an attachment, because you can't send attachments to TalkSport's email service simply because it's so inundated with lots of material. Attachments would take such a long time for them.
Too much data.
All that kind of stuff.
When have you seen me write buffoon?
You wrote to me, we were just, you and I were exchanging emails about something, and you wrote to me, I am such a buffoon, and you spelled it B-A-F-O-O-N.
B-A-double-F.
I think it's B-U-double-F.
I was buffoon.
I think it's B-U-double-F-double-O-N.
That's a totally different meaning.
I knew what you meant.
I was a buffoon.
I don't pick people up on their spelling.
Not a buffoon.
A baffon.
Yeah.
Sounds like some kind of
buffoon.
French dignitary.
That's right, yeah.
08704 20 20 20. It's the Human Zoo on TalkSport. Now, a lot of the stuff that's been coming in from people who listen to the Human Zoo has been near the knuckle, which is okay. But what we're going to do is set that aside until after 12 o'clock. So from 10 until 12, we'll play the solid stuff. And then from 12 until 1 o'clock, when it's Charlie Wolf, we'll play you the bits and pieces that are definitely sort of for a more discerning audience. 08704 20 20 20. You can email the Human Zoo on TalkSport by going to our website, talksport.net. Click the button that says email the show.
The man sits reading the classifieds. The woman removes her rollers and lowers herself onto the settee. The man gesticulates wildly as he suffocates under the weight. The lady screams loudly as the television remote control dips into her left button. Ow!
The no-nonsense sports breakfast with John Smith.
Not as much fun as practicing the Kama Sutra,
but less messing about. Silky smooth sport in the morning with Adam Brazil and Mike Parry. Weekday mornings from 6 on Talk Sport.
The Nokia 8210 pay monthly mobile phone. Lightweight, dinky. One of the most popular mobile phones around. But you can't buy it from the Carphone warehouse. Why not? Because they'll give you one free, that's why, when you connect to selected 1-to-1 Orange and BT Cellnet tariffs. Be still my beating heart. For yours, phone 0800 925 925 or walk into the store, remembering to open the door first. A free Nokia 8210 mobile phone from the Carphone warehouse on 0800 925 925. They're nice like that. Offer subject to 12-month subscription, excludes upgrades, and people over 8 feet tall.
Nurse, what's his status?
He was found wandering incoherently. Apparently he was about to surrender his endowment policy.
Okay, we've got to be quick. There's a good chance we could lose this one. There could be a 35% loss at stake here, everybody. Right now. Phone.
Phone, doctor.
This patient needs a strong cash injection and an emergency poverty bypass. Get me AAP now.
Dialing, doctor.
I think he's going to make it. His overdraft's reducing. His bank balance is up by 35%.
Telling now, doctor. Holding steady. I've got a good strong cash beat. He's earned 35% more.
Thanks, everybody. Good save. Thinking of surrendering your endowment? You could earn up to 35% more by selling it to AAP instead. Call now on 0845 222 1967. That's 0845 222 1967. AAP are regulated by the Personal Investment Authority.
On 1089 and 1053 AM, the UK's best sports radio station is Talksport. All the sports, all the time, know the score.
Good morning. A no-nonsense sports breakfast with Alan Brazil and Mike Parry on Talksport.
One has an image, Al, you know what I mean? And mine is one of power, persuasion.
That is the most ridiculous statement I've heard. The only station for total sport in the morning. Tomorrow morning from 6 on 1089 and 1053 AM, Talksport.
Oh, yes.
How'd you get it out quickly?
She's a fine woman.
Very firm.
That marriage of a beautiful woman dancing naked in silhouette with something nonsensical from the world of paranormal, which is what you're going to see if you're going to watch a Roald Dahl, is just too much. Why isn't there more of it on telly?
None these days.
None.
It's all cops, robbers and robots these days.
08704 20 20 20, or you can email the Human Zoo, talksport.net. To line 1. Hi, line 1, you're on.
Do it now. Get it ready.
Oh, poor fellas, I bet they've worked all week on their piece and they couldn't quite do it. Practice with a friend. Play the piece of audio down the phone or give your performance down the phone to a friend on Saturday and just make sure they can get it and hear it and you're ready to be, you're queued up, as they say.
Just do it right, man.
Queued up. Line 2, you're on.
Hello, Tommy.
Hey.
We haven't done business. It's the Killer Tea Cozy.
Yes?
I want to know where Barney is.
Barney.
Barney Burnham.
Oh, he's having a night off. It's Newsboy.
Yes, is he running away?
No, he's tough. He can tough it out.
Yes.
He's drying out.
He'll be enjoying the fine wine.
I have a question for him.
Well, he's not here.
Hello?
He's not here.
Where is my money?
So you want to ask Barney Burnham where's your money?
Yes, do you know?
No.
Are you in allegiance with him?
Not at all. Never met him.
That's good.
He comes from a separate building.
For your sake. Because you know what happened to the last person who messed with me.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, reasonable. Line 3, you're on the Human Zoo. Hi.
Hang on a minute, Desmond Haynes. Now, Alan, I've told you, okay, right, I cannot sit here all day drinking. I'm not.
It's low level, mate.
I'm an athlete. I may, have to swim the channel next week if Tim Henman, wins.
No, it's a shame because I'd like to hear that, but it's low level, and I've got to think about my listener. My listener is at home in the bedroom or driving along. That's the general sort of profile in my book, anyway. And if it's low level, you belted it, didn't you? I mean, you gave it top whack.
Oh, I'll give it whack. I mean, but the thing is, you're just asking for distortion and other forms of...
The reason Ash works his socks off on this show is because he's got to balance all this stuff that's coming in from nowhere. He's like a...
It's like
A lot of times the tech ops or producers on these shows, they just can almost nod off if they wanted to. Of course, they never do because they're vigilant men. But on this show, the man is playing the piano.
I'm very much like a meerkat around the studio.
A fighter pilot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of fighter piloting meerkat.
This is line 4. Hi, line 4.
Hello, is Tom Birch there?
Hello, Tom.
No.
Hello.
No.
Hello.
No.
Hello. That was okay. Line 5. Good evening. You're on the Human Zoo.
Aye, fish pie.
And line 6. Hey.
Hello?
Good evening, line 6.
Paul Sturrock, you lump of lard. Noel Blake, the king.
Noel Blake, what a player. I love Noel. Wait a minute, I'm thinking of somebody else.
No, there was a Noel Blake, wasn't there?
Was there a Noel Blake? Was there a Noel Blake?
Yeah.
Am I thinking of Noel Blake, big lad?
Wasn't he a black guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Stoke? I can't remember.
Yeah, I remember.
Hey, line 1.
Vagina! I love vagina! It is Adrian
Birmingham crew, yes, Tommy boy. I like vagina. Yes, Asher. Birmingham crew, drug dealer. How do you do? High explosives, Centex business, blow up JD, blow up Marks and Spencer. I can't go a town to me body trainer. Yes, Tommy Boyd, one Tommy Boyd, Talk Radio, star of the show. Yes, Adrian, the one caller. Oh, Darker, yes, Tommy Boyd, I respect you, I love you.
I'll tell you, was that live?
Yeah, that was live.
That was good.
Quite good, yeah.
I mean, the text of it was neither here nor there, but the performance
It was the art, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was an art.
Oh, great. That's one of the best we've had.
Yeah.
That was good work, fella.
Theatre.
Yeah.
Live on the radio.
Passion.
Hello?
It was like rock music with no tune. Hi, line 2.
Hi, Tommy. My call feels a bit lame next to that one. I just wondered what your most influential film you ever seen was.
What? Zulu.
Yeah?
I like that, yeah. I don't like that, yeah. What, why? Why?
Oh, is this not zoo enough for you?
No, it isn't zoo enough. I don't care, but that's alright. It's what you want to do, and what you want to do is what the zoo's about. So you want to talk about influential movies.
Yeah, well, I was just curious as to what yours were, really.
Well, I've never been really influenced by a movie. Not a lot, I don't think. I mean, the best movie I've ever seen was Kurosawa's Seven Samurai, because that's... And also, Rapinoe's Cyrano de Bergerac, which I recommend.
Never-ending story.
It's quite a good film.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, cheers.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, bye.
God, I'm going to be agile on this show.
Oh, yeah, very sort of double-jointed, really.
Mentally.
And physically.
Line 3, you're on the Human Zoo.
The Americans say they're going to pull 1,800 troops out of Jordan. I think you know where that one's going.
That's pretty good. Who was that? Very good. Thank you. Line 4, you're on the Human Zoo. Hey. Perfect. And line 5. Good evening to you, line 5.
Under the rock on the banks of the Rhine, coming out and luring men to their destruction among the rocks of rapids. No lie. The beautiful young maiden whom Venus is resolved to call Cupid to place, because Cupid himself fell in love. Correct. That maiden still knew our fury of romances, but the seat at the round table was kept vacant for him.
Can't understand this.
No, funny old mechanical, electrical sort of interference thing, which I get when I'm downloading emails sometimes onto mini discs, which is what I use to bring the stuff in for you to listen
computer interference?
Yeah.
It's too close to your computer, the mini disc.
I don't know what it is, but certainly proximity could well be the problem.
That'll be it.
Yeah. We're professionals, you and me.
Oh, yeah.
We do know our stuff.
Yeah.
We both arrive with our own soldering irons, don't we?
Yeah, I mean, we made this desk this morning.
Yeah. Line 6, you're on the Human Zoo. Good evening.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy! Party on, dude! Party on, dude! James Henry respects, man! Hello, Ashley.
Sure.
Yeah, Asher, you know.
Isn't that annoying?
Not Ashley.
Isn't that annoying?
I mean, it's a nice name, Ashley.
It's a beautiful name. 0870...
It's not my name.
No. 08704 20 20 20 is the telephone number, or you can email us by going to the website, talksport.net. Now, if you want to email a piece of audio which you've created yourself, or you found from somewhere else, then what you do is after the show, tomorrow perhaps, you go to talksport.net, you go to the presenters gallery, click on my page, and that email will go then to my personal PC at home. I'll then email you back with details on how you can send an attachment, and then you send it to me, and then I bring it in and Ash does the work. He does the donkey work. He tidies the stuff up. He's the donkey on the show.
Yeah, I'm the donkey.
As well as 50% of the talent.
I'm the show donkey.
Donkey stroke talent.
The donkey talent.
Yeah.
Hey, line 1.
Good one, it, Tommy.
Yeah. Hi.
The bloke who keeps ringing about Exeter City.
Yeah.
Joe Blake. What's he on about? I don't know.
Yeah.
They only buy Argo rejects, by the way.
Who?
Martin Barlow. Did you ever know of him?
No.
No, 12 years at Plymouth he was, and he got released. They thought, we'll sign him up.
Well, you're a funny little triangle down there, Torquay, Plymouth, Exeter, aren't you?
Oh, well, yeah.
It's a funny old thing. It's almost like wife swapping. You keep swapping players. Wife swapping, it's what it's like, isn't it, really? Where are you?
Plymouth.
Plymouth, there you are, you see.
Yeah. Well, we won't do anything, but maybe we'll be excellent all here, I think.
Change your kit. No one wins in green.
Apart from maybe Celtic.
Oh, change your kit. No one wins in green.
All right.
That's only the Scottish Premier League. That's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I've only got to say one thing.
Yeah.
Oven chips rule.
Oven chips rule. Deliberately trying to be a little bit inflammatory there. It's the Human Zoo on Talksport on a Sunday evening. We kind of like to reflect the way most people feel on a Sunday evening. That's why this show is like this show is. So it's not anarchy at all. It's carefully controlled and fully understood because we're intellectuals and we're professional broadcasters. But on a Sunday night, people feel a certain way, and Talksport recognises that and gives them... Hang on, I'm just doing a thing here. I'm doing a positioning statement, okay? Off the top of my head, you know, Talksport gives them an opportunity to express themselves in the way that they really feel on a Sunday evening. Right, now you can go on.
It's a controlled thrust through the nation's airwaves.
Oh, yeah, we don't just make it up.
It's a thrust.
Endless meetings.
Chi. Plenty of chi.
Constant stuff coming back, feedback from our marketing department. Line 2, hi. He gets it.
That's nice.
I like that. Line 3, hi.
Hello, Tommy.
Hello.
Hello, I wonder if you'd like to know what happens on Lanarkshire television at night.
No, yes I would, very much.
The feebleness of it. They put on a band with a drummer who's a midget of 3 foot with drumsticks taped on his hands. They're trying to get comedy from sarcasm that is sickness. Don't you agree with me, Tommy?
I do, you better move.
Why would they sellotape to his hands? Why didn't he just hold them?
Because he doesn't have hands. He's deformed. He's handicapped.
You are, Joe. Which TV station? I'd like to see it. Just so
Lanarkshire television. I have a videotape of it.
Can you post it, me?
Yeah, I'll
Ash
try.
and I would like to see it purely so that we can form our own judgment.
I'll try.
Could you? It goes to Talksport, PO Box 1089, London SE1 8WQ. I'll repeat the address shortly because some people want to send in audio bits, like mini discs, for example, or CDs. Cassettes are okay, but I don't prefer them.
Could I also say that oven chips are rubbish and up with fat chips from the chip shop?
Oh, fat floppy. I agree.
Yeah.
Thank you, mate. Thank you. Nice. What's your name?
Andrew.
Well, good work, Andrew.
Nice thoughts.
Yeah. No, I don't like oven chips either. Really.
Do you like mushy peas?
I do. Do you?
Yes, I do as well.
I do.
Do you have it with chips from the chip shop?
Well, I do them at home.
No.
I do mushy peas at home.
Oh, you do your mushy peas at home?
Oh,
you make the actual from peas?
Oh, yeah, you can buy them.
You can't do that.
Yeah, tell you what you buy them, you get a packet of dried peas, right? Marrow fat peas, I believe they're called. Yeah, they're very yellowy green.
That's the one. Yeah.
And in with them, you get this big thing that looks like a polystyrene disc, about 1 centimetre thick, and it's bicarbonate of soda. And you're supposed to boil that up with the peas in order to eliminate as many of the gases as possible.
And that makes it mushy?
No, it just makes it less gassy.
So how do you then make it mushy?
You use your fork.
You mean you just mash the peas?
You use your fork.
That is not what mushy peas is.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but that's what it is.
No, a mushy pea is whole peas in a green soup.
No.
Yeah.
08704 2020. It touched a nerve with you, didn't it?
Well,
it caught you.
I mean, you know, you said...
Are you hungry?
Well, no,
have you got the munchies?
I have actually, yeah. I mean, you said that you can make mushy peas.
Oh, get you tonight, chip butty, mushy peas, fried egg sandwich.
Fried egg and chips.
Oh, 08704 2020. It's the Human Zoo on Talksport. Taking the nation's pulse, as you are on a Sunday evening, so is the Human Zoo.
Cycling down a narrow mountain road, hurtling at speeds in excess of 60 miles per hour. Use your brakes and you risk losing control. Don't use them and the next corner could be your last. So what do you do? Witness 23 days of the most grueling reality TV you'll see this year. The Tour de France, live only on British Eurosport, plus highlights every night at 9. No actors, no script, pure drama. British Eurosport is on cable and digital TV. Nurse, what's his status?
He was found wandering incoherently. Apparently, he was about to surrender his endowment policy.
Okay, we've got to be quick. There's a good chance we could lose this one. There could be a 35% loss at stake here, everybody. Right, nurse. Phone,
doctor.
This patient needs a strong cash injection and an emergency poverty bypass. Get me AAP now.
Dialing, doctor.
You think he's going to make it?
His overdraft's reducing. His bank balance is up by 35%.
Tell him now, Doctor. Holding steady. I've got a good, strong cash beat. He's earned 35% more.
Thanks, everybody. Good save. Thinking of surrendering your endowment? You could earn up to 35% more by selling it to AAP instead. Call now on 0845 222 1967. That's 0845 222 1967. AAP are regulated by the Personal Investment Authority.
On 1089 and 1053 AM, Talksport.
It's a Sunday night, and what do you got? School. College. Work.
The South Bank Show.
So on a Sunday night, you feel like that. And, you know, you're not a broadcaster if you can't recognise how it is for people who are watching or listening to the work that you're doing. You know, if you miss that, if you don't get that connection right, then you might just as well, you know, pack it in and go back to being a soldier or a politician.
That's what we're going to do.
Yeah, I'm thinking of it. No, I'm not, because, you know, we've got it right. This is how people feel on a Sunday night.
Well, that's what I mean.
Hacked off.
We are soldiers, really.
In many ways, soldiers of fortune. Totally.
That's why I wear camouflage.
Yeah, you do wear a lot of green.
Yeah, well, you're going to be careful.
And those boots.
When you live in the bushes.
Make you look taller. Line 1, you're live on Talksport's Human Zoo.
I've managed to get Alan, who's the player, into the supply chamber, so, as I always say, lights down, draw the curtains if you can. Here we go. Wonderful program right now. Turn you down to face it.
I like this.
What is it?
I don't know.
No, no,
it's heartening.
Come on, inside quickly. And for goodness sake, close that door after you.
08704 20 20 20. Line 2, you're on the Human Zoo. Good evening. Yeah. Dusty Springfield, isn't it?
Yeah.
She was gorgeous.
Nice.
She was gorgeous.
Actually, I clocked a bit of stars in, is it Stars in Your Eyes?
Something like that.
And someone did this and she won, I think. It was a really beautiful moment in televisual history.
Dusty Springfield was absolutely gorgeous, and then years and years and years later on, after being infatuated with her as an adolescent, I found out that she didn't really like men.
Oh.
And you know, your first thought is, but if she'd met me.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's true.
That's your first thought, isn't it?
Well, it's true.
That is your first thought. Your first thought is, but if she'd met me.
Wrong place, wrong time.
08704 20 20 20 is the number. It's the Human Zoo. We take calls unscreened and completely at random, so we're never sure who's there or what they want to do. And as long as what they want to do is talk about whatever it is that's highest in their mind, or perform whatever it is that they want to perform, or play whatever they want to play, then that's fine, because it's a Sunday night and we all feel a little bit hacked off or arsed off on a Sunday night.
You can get your nostrils out the receiver when you call.
Yeah, for goodness sake, fella. Breathe properly. Hello?
Hello? I'm on the flippin' radio! Never mind, it's private.
Have you been involved in an accident, trip, and/or fall? Has your head fallen off recently? Or have you messed your trousers in public? If so, Ambulance Chase could possibly help you if the money's right. Ambulance Chase have fleeced millions of gullible, desperate people and make a lot of money out of it. Thank you very much.
08704 20 20 20. Line 5, you're on the Human Zoo. Good evening.
Hello.
Hello.
Mr. Tea Cozy Man?
I have Barney. He's at my house and he's safe. Don't come and get him. Tommy, you love Jeffrey Boycott. Bye-bye.
If I had to have a relationship with a senior sports commentator, I think probably I would have it with Jeffrey.
Really?
I think I probably would, although I like Richie Benno as well. He's good.
What about David Vine?
No. Too flashy for me.
Really?
Too fleshy and too pullovery for me. No, Jeffrey lives on the edge. He's always pushing himself.
Oh, yeah.
And I like that. I believe
and
that
he's
people...
key.
He's ambitious.
Yeah.
He's professional.
You know
he cares.
what he's on about.
He's got enthusiasm.
Depth of knowledge.
He wants to be good, and I admire that in people. I do. I admire that in you, Ash.
Really?
Line 6, you're on the Human Zoo.
Do you think I'm like sort of Jeff Boycott in my field?
Up to a point.
Beautiful.
Line 6, good evening, you're on the Human Zoo.
Hello.
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 Hello. Hello, Pep. Oldham Athletic are going to win a Champions League in 5 years' time and lock up your windows of insiders are about.
Thank you for your call. You can email the Human Zoo by going to the website talksport.net. Please do. Click on the button that says email the show. It's Ash's job. He's got 12 jobs on this show.
Yeah, I'll go and get them in a minute.
Talk about a blue housefly. You'll get them in a minute. 08704 20 20 20 is the number if you want to try the switchboard. If it's busy, just persevere. Hey, line 1, you're on.
On 1089 and 1053 AM, Mike Dickens on Talksport.
Here we go.
Idiot. Speaking. You love Mike Dickens. Hey, 704 20 20 20. I hope there's nothing question.
At the end of the day, though,
can we not use at the end of the day on a level playing field and basically it doesn't make conversation so much easier. Line 6, you're live on Talksport. Who's this? You love Mike Dickens. Mike Dickens, you see, you just screwed it, didn't you? Your only moment, 5 words. And there was the superfluous S. Kind of yourself. Base maybe. I hope there's nothing question. I'm a pretty damn deal with presenters now. This one doesn't. Tommy boy, what a crack.
Okay, see, that's quite good.
That was hurtful at the end there.
I wasn't paying attention. That's all right. The thing is, if you make a nice piece of audio, I really believe that you shouldn't risk its degradation by playing it down the radio, down the phone line. I think you should send it in, email it in. Let me give you an example. Okay, you heard that. Somebody had put a lot of work into that, a Mike Dickens mix, and it was very good. But we've got a Frank Butcher mix. Have you got one of those mini discs that we've been working on, you and me? I mean, you were driving Steve Norris's show, and what a great show that was.
Yeah.
But you were also doing
I'm more there as an advisor.
Yeah, all the pre-production work on the Human Zoo.
I mean, which disc is it?
It's Frank Butcher.
It's on this one, is it?
Yeah, do you remember?
No.
See, we were able to sort of hear and understand the Mike Dickens mix.
Frank Butcher.
But somebody sent me in, Alex Mann has cut together a Frank Butcher mix.
Alex Mann?
It's quite early on one of the...
No.
Maybe
Alex Bermange. Yeah.
No, play that.
Alex Bermange.
Play that, yeah, that's brilliant. This is something from last week which we played, and you weren't here, and I thought to myself, I'd love to hear what Ash says about this, because there's something beautifully retro about this. This reminds me of Noel Coward and Richard Stilgoe.
Because this says new disc on here.
Does it? Oh. We're up the creek without a thing here, aren't we? Why don't we regroup?
Oh, no, now it has it. Now it's read it.
Okay, take a listen to this then.
Right.
This is a guy who's just bought a new PC, his first PC.
I'm not what you'd call a boffin. Don't put me near a machine. I'd rather be despairing in a coffin than be sitting staring at a screen. But I gave in to friends' persuasion and bought my own PC. First a manual I read from A to Z, and here's what has stuck with me. You scroll the screen and search the section, sort the list and surf the net and send the key and set the interface. Divide the cell, display the style, delete the word, destroy the file, decode the date, debug the database. You clutch the mouse and click the site and clean the drive and clear the byte and clip the art and close the message thread. Indent the line, invert the plug, encode the time, insert the bug, enhance the font, inspect the cleaning head. I still found it all plain sailing till I tried to turn it on. Cheers and prayers were unavailing. My short-lived confidence was gone. At last I got it up and running, but my troubles trebled in a trice. So the helpline I rang and spoke to a man who gave me this sound advice. Divide the cell, display the style, delete the word, destroy the file, decode the base, debug the database. Then scroll the screen and search the text and sort the list and surf the net and send the key and set the interface. Indent the line, invert the plug, encode the time, insert the bug, enhance the font, inspect the cleaning head. Then clutch the mouse and click the site and clean the drive and clear the byte and clip the art and close the message thread. I battled on but couldn't learn it, my ego taking nasty knocks. So I decided to return it, but couldn't fit it back into the box. I ran with it along the high street like a lucky thief. Back in the store, the salesman I saw tried to provide relief. You scroll the screen and search the set and sort the list and surf the net and send the key and set the interface. Divide the cell, display the style, delete the word, destroy the file, decode the date, debug the database. You clutch the mouse and click the site and clean the drive and clear the byte and clip the art and close the message thread. Indent the line, invert the plug, encode the time, insert the bug, enhance the font, inspect the cleaning head. So I left the shop and swore that I'd avoid computers till I died and stick to pen and paper instead.
That's Easy as a PC. Music and lyrics by Alexander Bermonge. Performed by David Osborne. Original piece by two Human Zoo fans. Nice one. I'll give you the address to write to if you want to send in a mini disc or a CD or a cassette of your work, and explain to you how you can email some stuff to me.
That made me angry at one point.
It was brilliant.
Yeah, but...
Talent.
There was one point, because of the emotion it stirred up.
Yeah, it got you going,
I was
didn't it?
full of rage at one point, just inexplicably.
It was very nearly proper rock. 08704 2020 remains the main tranche, the spine, the core of the Human Zoo. If you want to call the show and tell us what you think, or make the sounds of what you think, or you want to make a point that's been missed in the debate so far, 08704 2020. I'm Tommy Boyd, this is the Human Zoo. Ash is here.
It's a non-stop Grand Prix giveaway all next week when we play Pole Position with Orange on Talksport.
Go, go, go on Talksport!
Just by using your trackside know-how, you'll be in pole position to win a truckload of Grand Prix prizes, including an incredible pair of Silverstone VIP hospitality tickets for the Orange Paddock Club. The wheel-spinning winning starts Monday from 6 on the No-Nonsense Sports Breakfast when we play Pole Position with Orange, keeping you up to date with all the latest sports news.
Welcome back to the Women's Open Golf Championship. We're on the first tee, and there's the defending champion, Lucy Roberts. And I must say, Alex, she looks in splendid form.
Yes, Peter, I agree. She's looking absolutely marvellous. Setup is perfect, so well balanced, and great to watch. The crowd are in for a treat here, that's for sure. Here she goes. Oh, what a perfect transfer of weight, left to right. Quite beautiful.
Poetry. Pure poetry, Alex. And we got a great view of that from our commentary box. Right. Well, that's her laces done up. Now she's ready to tee off.
Foster's. He who drinks Australian thinks Australian.
Call Jeffrey Boycott this Tuesday night from 7. Jeffrey Boycott takes your calls. If you've got a question, he's sure to have an answer. This Tuesday night from 7 on Talksport.
Tommy boy.
This is your assignment.
The hatred of a nation against an impish has-been.
Tommy boy, throwing a bone to the yapping dogs
on Talksport.
Some of the stuff that's been sent in is good grown-up material. So we're going to be having a kind of an X-rated hour from 12 until 1 when it's Charlie Wolf time. From 12 until 1, we'll play the slightly edgier pieces of audio that have been sent in. Some of them original and some of them lifted from various sources by Human Zoo fans. 08704 20 20 20 is the number. Let's go to line 1. Evening, line 1.
Hey, Tommy.
Hey.
It's Vincent from Amsterdam.
Yo, Vincent.
It's Vincent, you know.
How you doing?
I'm alright, Tommy.
Cool.
I've got the package, the package Ash wanted.
Yes, the clogs.
The clogs.
Yeah, I've got
you have the clogs.
The clogs with the tulips.
You want the clog now as well?
The clog with the tulip. Sticking out of it.
Put the tulips in the clogs.
And a bit of soil. And cheese.
Wrap the tulips in raffia paper and put them in with the clogs.
And water for the journey.
Yeah.
Legalise it.
08704 20 20 20.
Clogs have been legal for many years.
No, they haven't.
I've been wearing clogs.
I've been arrested. No, I've been denied entry to a number of nightclubs wearing clogs.
You've been out. I mean, I was only saying clog usage around the house.
No.
You've been out in the street with clogs.
In parts of Rotherham, you can go to certain cafeterias in clogs.
Well, I know they're doing a pilot test there, though.
Yeah. And but you're only allowed to wear your clogs in the cafeterias.
They'll never allow clogs in public.
You pitch up in trainers, and then you change into your bison clogs, and then you walk around the cafeteria in your clogs, and then you have to go home in your trainers.
What's happened to all the good clog parties there used to be? They don't get them anymore.
They've been driven underground.
Since the Criminal Act Bill, Justice Bill.
They're down there. They're down there at Oxford Circus Tube. 08704 08704 20 20 20 is the number. We go to line 2 on the Human Zoo. Good evening, line 2.
Everyone knows that Plymouth Argyle are full of Cornishmen, and Exeter City will beat them this year when they meet them home and away. Noel Blake is king, and Steve Flack for president.
It's a difficult decision to work out which is the worst team down there in the southwest, isn't it? Oxford, hello, Exeter, Torquay or Plymouth, because they're all serious candidates for disappearing forever. 08704 20 20 20 is the number. Ash has gone to get the email, so if you'd like to surprise him, send an email now. He's gone to the email portal at Talksport, which sits right in the middle up against an enormous column in the news and sports gathering area at Talksport, and he's there now. So talksport.net, click the button that says email the show, and show him how close you are to what's going on. Hi, line 3.
Even if you have empty hammer and the 357, then you fall. The 2 weak spots, the 2 hot spots. That's how I got the weak spot. I shred in the head, put the bread in the lamb spread. Little daddy got the daddy to your body, so don't resist, or you might flip. I make number runs. I give MCs the run stripping. When I throw my clip in, I sway from far away. Everybody hit the DECK. My flow's remarkable. C2 Mateo. Now we smoke weed like Tony Montana, Mr. Yayo. That's crazy flow. That is my one to tell from the avenue to jail cell. Oh my God, I'm dropping like a pigeon. I hope you're listening. Flashing babies that they christening.
You love Charlie McCann.
Who is Charlie McCann? 08704 20 20 20. I reserve judgment on whether I love him or her until I've found out whether it is a him or a her. Charlie McCann? I probably should know Charlie McCann. I'm embarrassed now. Line 4, you're on the Human Zoo on Talksport. Hey.
Let's talk about your reviews a little bit regarding intravenous de Milo. This tasteless cover is a good indication of the lack of musical invention within. The musical growth rate of this band cannot even be charted. They are treading water in a sea of retarded sexuality and bad poetry.
That's nitpicking, isn't it?
The gospel according to Spinal Tap. This pretentious, ponderous collection of religious rock psalms is enough to prompt the question, what day did the Lord create Spinal Tap, and couldn't he have rested on that day too? I've heard that one. That's a good one. The review you had on Shark Sandwich, which was merely a 2-word review, just said, shit sandwich.
Where'd they print that? Where'd they print that? No, you can't print that.
Yeah, some band that came and went, Spinal Tap. And whenever I hear about bands that, you know, didn't kind of have it all their own way, I always think of a band called Sieg Spudnik. Where are they now? Line 5. They were going to be the new, what? Sort of Duran Duran meets the Sex Pistols. Anyway, Line 5, you're on the Human Zoo. Hello.
I will be the one to say I'm gonna miss you, but I will. I always say I'm gonna try my eyes that's on me, but I will. I'm never cheering for you to know how much I really love you so, 'cause it was such a thrill. And just remember when you're gone, there'll be that someone sad who loves you still. You will look at Ash and see me smiling back at you, I love you. And you my clubs have started just wearing. I'll have to.
Nice one. I don't know who that was supposed to be, but it was brilliant. That was brilliant, mate. That was top on. I tell you, top fella. Line 6, you're on the Human Zoo on Talksport. Good evening.
I left my girlfriend.
So do I. Line 1, you're on the Human Zoo. Hey.
On 10:53 and 10:89 a.m., Mike speaking on Talksport.
Line 5, hello. Hello.
Just calling about the storms.
Yes.
Up north.
Up north?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We might be getting some up here.
Are you going to get some up there, are you?
You love Mike sticking.
What? Oh, you're one of those silly people, aren't you? How can you be bothered to phone in? It really is. I mean, have you got nothing better to do?
Fantastic. I tell you what, Ash has just come back from the email machine. Have a listen to this.
Shall I play it again?
Oh, no, you don't have to play it again. No, apparently there's radio stations up and down the country now imitating the Human Zoo, and the presenter's really struggling. You can't do it. And struggling with people. What people do is, if they recognise that the Human Zoo is being aped, you know, by, dare I say it, lesser broadcasting organisations, then they ring up and give that show catchphrases or, you know, regular things from this show. And that embarrasses the presenters because they sort of they find themselves found out that they couldn't even have an idea as vaguely original as just giving the phone operators the evening off.
Even some of the bigger broadcasting organisations rip us off, man.
I know. Well, rip us off, you and me. Because, I mean, we're, you know, not huge. I don't know what I'd do if
Plagiarisation.
I don't know what I'd do if I'd love to be told, have 3 hours of radio and really do what you want to do.
Yeah.
And that now, ooh.
If you want to bake a cake?
Well, I don't know how to make a cake. I don't know what I'd do.
Well, yeah.
But it will be, you know.
Fire regulations.
I mean, we're only an inch beyond everything else that's going on. Only an inch. Not very, 2 centimetres, sorry. Not very far. You know, but, and so then, presumably, all these little program directors at other radio stations go, I was listening to a radio show the other night on Talksport, and it's quite funny. What they do is they don't have a phone operator, they just let the calls come through, and then, you know, people will balmy on air.
So Tommy Boyle. Do you remember him?
Tony Boyle. And,
Tony Boyle.
And chap who's in the background on John Wales' programme. So why don't we give it a whirl and see how it goes, you know? And then and then loyal zoo fans ring up and impale them with comments like, you love Mike's dickin. Thank you, everybody. Line 1, you're on the Human Zoo. Oh, no, that was line 1. Line 2 it is next. Hi, line 2.
Is your name Jimmy?
No.
Well, I think you should play the Avalanches.
The Avalanches?
Don't know. 08704 2020. Get to email shortly, talksport.net. You want the button that says email the show.
Scrum down and follow the turf-tearing tension of the Lions Tour of Australia this summer on Talksport with Zurich. Hear all the action from every adrenaline-soaked game.
Next Saturday morning from 9, Australia versus the British and Irish Lions in the third Test match. Join Chris Broad for all the build-up, followed by full commentary from John Taylor and Gavin Hastings.
Definitive coverage of the Lions in Australia with Talksport and Zurich, an official sponsor of the Lions 2001.
Are you one of the 9 million in the UK who suffer from hay fever? If so, Vicks Sinex's cooling vapours and decongestant can start to unblock your nose in 5 seconds. That's by the end of this ad.
Vicks Sinex, rapid relief for hay fever blocked noses.
Now that's fast.
Vicks Sinex nasal pump spray contains oxymetazoline. Always read the label.
Attention, all real sports fans! Have we got sports news for you? Sport First, the all-action national sports newspaper for every goal of every game in every league. From the conference to the Premiership, for great tips, stats and team news. Now twice a week. Previews on Friday, results on Sunday. Sport First, the national sports newspaper. Get it now. Now. On 1089 and 1053 AM, Talksport. Tommy Boy, Human Zoo.
Paul Smith has emailed from Slough. He's aged 31 to 35. He says, on the whole, I enjoy your style, but I wish you'd drop the Human Zoo. It's irritating. And adds nothing to my experience of Talk Sport. Simon Clark emails from Ellesmere Port. He's 18 to 24. He says, my girlfriend of 2 years left today to go and see her parents and family in Bangladesh. She's going for 3 months at least, so we've decided to just be best mates. I'm missing her, but your show is helping and really makes me laugh. We met because of our mutual interest in talk radio as it then was and Liverpool Football Club. My girlfriend loves Ash. She phoned in the other day. Could Ash give her a long-distance whipping? Because...
Yeah, I can, actually. Just like that, keep chatting there.
Yeah, sure. Some good emails. Well, I can't read that one, and I can't read that one. Oh, fantastic. Steve Kent has emailed.
Bend over.
Oh, baby! 08704 2020 is the number. It's the Human Zoo on Talksport. We take calls live, unscreened, and completely at random, and we welcome snippets of audio from Human Zoo listeners sent in, either CD, mini disc, or cassette, or best of all, if you email them through to us using MP3. Let's go to line 1. Hi, line 1.
I want £50,000 in unmarked £20 notes in a plain black suitcase, or Timmy Mallet gets a pineapple inserted violently into his rectum.
You're getting a penny out of me.
No.
Who'd contribute to that fund? Hello, line 2.
Wimbledon takes up a fortnight of our lives every year, but it's always the same. To save you time watching it, we've condensed Wimbledon fortnight into 3 minutes.
Hello, and welcome to Wimbledon on the BBC. Yes, on day 1, we're both very excited, because it could be Britain's best showing for many years.
Day 2, 1 British woman left. She's only through to round 2 because 2 British women played each other in round 1.
Day 3, a British male minnow loses in 5 sets to Pete Sampras, and in so doing becomes Britain's latest plucky sporting hero. By plucky, of course, we mean tries very hard but doesn't quite win anything. If only there were World Pluckiness Championships, Britain would, well, try very hard but not quite win anything.
Day 4 is usually a complete washout. Everyone is disappointed, not by the weather, but by the fact that Cliff Richard has begun singing.
Day 5, a 12-year-old American schoolgirl gets through to the 3rd round. She gets asked whether she's having a normal childhood as she steps into her boyfriend's Ferrari.
Day 6, a crowd favourite emerges. He becomes crowd favourite not because he's any way good at tennis, but because he's attractive and a bit of a comedian. After a bad shot, he hands his racket to a ball girl and encourages her to take his place. Although he is the 133rd player in the history of Wimbledon to do this joke, idiot girls from Surrey laugh as though it's the funniest thing to have happened since the earth cooled.
Listen, I go along with this. The easiest audience to play in the world must be the Wimbledon Centre Court audience.
Yeah.
All you got to do is say, ladies and gentlemen, would you please make sure that all your mobile phones are switched off during the game? And everybody gives you a huge round of applause, and they even laugh.
It's funny, isn't it, mate?
It's hilarious. 08704 20 20 20. The Human Zoo on Talksport. I'm Tommy Boyd. Ash is here.
You're listening to the radio by yourself. Everyone else is living a perfect world.
9 and 10:53 a.m. Tommy Boyd on Talksport. Tommy Boyd.
Why am I such a misfit? The Tommy Boyd radio experiment. It does exactly what it says in the paper.
I smell bacon.
Life sucks when you grow up. Life's gonna suck when you grow up. It sucks pretty bad right now. Life's gonna suck when you grow up. When you grow up. When you grow up. Life's gonna suck when you grow up. It sucks pretty bad right now. Life's gonna suck when you grow up. When you grow up. When you grow up. Life's gonna suck when you grow up and
Tommy Boyd.
Yo, Matthew.
Hey, how are you doing?
Yeah, never been better, you?
Yeah, very good actually, very good, yes. I had my stag do last night.
Did you?
I did indeed, yes.
When's the
much
big day?
fun. Saturday.
Oh, congratulations, I didn't know.
Oh, well, you do now, so thank you very much.
Where are you getting married?
Looking forward to it. Getting married near Windsor, which is sort of where I grew up.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
What's wrong with Windsor?
No, run. No, just don't do it. Run away.
No, I get on great with her.
No, don't do it. Of course you do, but don't get married. You don't need to get married.
It's too late now. The invitations are printed and then people are coming and everything.
Have you had bad experiences, Tommy?
No, I'm happy with mine, but, don't do it. Leave it for another year at least.
So you're married, are you?
Very happily married, yeah.
But you don't think anyone else should do it? So that's hypocritical, isn't it?
Got it all out of my system. How many women have you had?
How many women have I had?
Yeah.
In what sense?
Sexually.
Enough to know that I'm happy.
How many? Go on. He's going to say 7.
No, 3.
3?
Yeah.
Not enough.
Well, it's enough to know that I'm happy.
All right, fella. Congratulations.
I've met her.
Thank you very
much. A lovely bride to be.
Yeah, only shoving you around a bit, Matthew. Yeah, congratulations. Have a good time.
That's okay. I can take some shoving around. You were getting some the other night, actually. I felt like phoning in.
Did you? What was that?
In fact, I did actually phone in, and then I got cut off because I'd hung on for as long as it would let me hang on, and I really felt like sort of almost I'm going to get half your audience on my back now. I felt like backing you up.
On what?
Henman and Ivanisevic.
What, you wanted Ivanisevic?
No, I didn't want Ivanisevic, but I didn't want Henman either.
Exactly.
I think the point you were trying to make, and only some people understood it, was the familiarisation. Basically, you're identifying with somebody and how much you know about them. I mean, when I worked in a local radio station, my last local station I worked in before I came to Sky, I started getting quite pally with Jamie Delgado, the Davis Cup player, because he lives fairly near me. And when you do know someone a bit better, and you've seen them off camera or off microphone, and you find out what the person's like, you do sort of think, well, I can sort of root for this person a little bit, even though they're not really anything to do with me. I can root for them because I can. Sure. I know what they're like.
Sure.
But I think that Tim probably has a little bit of a problem with his media management.
All right. Well, I'm grateful for what you're saying, because apart from everything else, if I can get the staff wanting to ring in, then I must be barking up the right tree. Hey, thanks for that.
Okay.
Cheers, mate.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. Matthew back at 12 o'clock. With the news. It's Talksport, it's the Human Zoo. I'm Tommy Boyd. Ash is here. We take calls live, unscreened and at random, giving people an opportunity to do whatever it is they want to do and express whatever it is they feel like expressing on a Sunday night, which is a particular thing because it's Monday in the morning and we all... It's not like you've got the Grim Reaper looking over your shoulder. It's a different kind of Grim Reaper. He's speaking to you not of death, but on a Sunday night, of a life that you're not entirely happy with simply because it's Monday in the morning. And that's why most people have got a good deal of angst. Not everyone, but most people have got a good deal of angst in their soul on a Sunday night. So 08704 20 20 20. We also invite bits of audio, preferably originally made, and we've got some good stuff. And we're going to do our kind of X hour from 12 until 1 o'clock when we're playing the bits that are particularly, as it were, grown up. But we invite bits of audio. It can be stuff that you've made yourself. That's great. It can also be bits of stuff that you picked up perhaps on the internet or whatever, or amuse you, and you can send them in either on a CD or mini disc or cassette. Mini disc is best, and you post it to P.O. Box 1089, London SE1 8WQ, Tommy Boyd's Human Zoo or whatever. Or you can email stuff to us if you know how to do that using the internet. You need to email me at Talksport. I will then email you back with an address that enables you to send it as an attachment. That's how it works. And we'll play a few more bits and pieces throughout this hour. But the core of the show remains taking calls live and unscreened and just enjoying the uncertainty and the nonsense of the performance. Hi, line 1, you're on.
Hello, Tommy. It's Vibe here.
Hello, Vibe.
Can I sing you the Indian Curry Rhapsody, please?
You sure can.
Okay. Naan just killed a man, Papa Dom against his head.
Yeah.
Had lime pickle, now he's dead. Naan, dinner's just begun, but now I'm gonna crap it all away. Down, down, Naan, ooh, I didn't mean to make you cry. See nothing yet, just see the loo tomorrow. Carry on, 'cause nothing really matters. Down, 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 down. Too late, my dinner's gone. Send shivers down my spine, rectum aching all the time. Goodbye, onion bhaji, I've got to go. Gotta leave you all behind, use the loo. Down, down, Naan, ooh, this dyspepsia is so mild, I'd sometimes wish I never come here at all. Down, 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 I see a little chicken tikka on the side, Rogan Joss, pot the chutney up and mangoes, vindaloodas nicely, very, very spicely, meat, bahini, and a naan up in the loo, I feel some balti, somebody help me, eat it in balti, get into a lavatory, stand you all back, 'cause the loo's quarantined, here it comes, there it goes, Technicolor yawn, I chunder, no, it's coming up again, there he goes, I chunder, it's coming back again, there he goes, going back again, up again, here it comes, I chunder, no, 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 I'm on my knees, oh, this window, there he goes, this vindaloo is about to get my guts, poor me, poor me, poor me. So you think you can chunder and feel alright? So you try to eat curry and drink beer all night. Oh, maybe. But now you'll puke like a baby. It just had to come out. It just had to come right out of here. Ooh, yeah. Nothing makes a difference. Anyone can see. Nothing makes a difference. Nothing makes a difference to me. Any way the wind blows. Thank you.
Cracking. 08704 20 20 20. Human Zoo on Talksport, Tommy Boyd and Ash.
It's a non-stop Grand Prix giveaway all next week when we play Pole Position with Orange on Talksport.
Go, go, go on Talksport.
And by using your trackside know-how, you'll be in pole position to win a truckload of Grand Prix prizes, including an incredible pair of Silverstone VIP hospitality tickets for the Orange Paddock Club. The wheel spinning winning starts Monday from 6 on the no-nonsense sports breakfast when we play Pole Position with Orange, keeping you up to date with all the latest sports news.
See, I had this accident. It wasn't my fault, and it was less than 3 years ago, so I've got a good case for compensation. I need legal advice. Trouble is, if I win, many of them want a share of my payout. Why?
Tort Legal are different because win or lose, you don't pay us a penny. We recover our costs from the other side, not out of your compensation.
To register your claim, call Talk Legal free on 08000 19 64 64.
Talk Legal.
It's only fair you don't have to share.
Bloomberg Radio, the definitive guide to the latest form on all the markets and all the money. Bloomberg Radio, the UK's only radio station dedicated to keeping you in touch with the latest financial news that moves markets. Bloomberg Radio, across the UK on national digital radio 24 hours a day. Bloomberg Radio.
Please keep listening. Tommy's just bought a set of matching micro scooters for the new Seekers, and he needs the money. Desperately, now.
When people come in here and find you, you tell them Tommy Boy did it.
Now, you're tuned to Talk Sport. It's the Human Zoo, and one of the big football stories around at the moment is that Southampton Football Club are building themselves a new ground, and therefore they're laying a new pitch at this new ground.
Yeah.
But the big story is that the ground is being built and the pitch is being laid by a team of builders who are Pompey fans. And because there's this kind of, like, deep-rooted animosity between the teams, what they're doing, apparently, is they're burying Pompey relics underneath the pitch with a view to putting a hex on Southampton's season. So they've already dug up a Portsmouth shirt, and they're saying it's feared that other Pompey items could still lurk beneath the surface. Fantastic. It's believed builders who follow Saints' great rivals, Portsmouth, are responsible for the plot. To add insult to injury, it is believed that somewhere underneath the centre circle is a blue and white scarf. Yeah! Fantastic. Friends Providence St Mary's Stadium has been the focus of hijinks by builders who support Portsmouth Football Club and have a traditional reservation about Saints. A Pompey shirt was located by Saints fans who got wind of their intentions to curse the new stadium. Portsmouth subcontractors at the St Mary's site boast that they've left unseen gestures of defiance to their arch rivals. When quizzed yesterday, a beaming digger driver shouted, "There's a scarf under the circle and 2 shirts in the foundations." That'll do for me. 08704 20 20 20. It's the Human Zoo on Talk Sport, taking calls unscreened and at random, and also inviting bits and pieces of audio. The stranger, and preferably the more sort of left field humorous, the better. If you want to email them to us, I'll explain again how you do that in just a moment. Line 2, you're on the Human Zoo. Good evening.
Hello, Tommy.
Hello.
How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Good. I really hate the Human Zoo. I really do hate the Human Zoo.
Yes, well, there are
I mean, I love your other shows, but the Human Zoo is childish and boring. Please assure me that you will, no more Human Zoo. You understand?
Yes, I understand. Certainly there are tracks of it that are pretty impenetrable, but it seems to work for an awful lot of people. And
Tom, get out of it.
Hey, there's the boss. Yeah, get on with it, yeah.
Get out of it.
Don't be daft.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Good effort. Thanks for that. Line 3.
That was the little man out of Fantasy Island.
Oh, was it? What, the tiny guy?
Yeah, what's his name?
Little fella.
Taboo.
Yeah. I was reading this week about one of the Munchkins. There's only one Munchkin left from the movie with Judy Garland.
What's happened to the Munchkins?
Well, they've all died. They're old.
Poor Munchkins.
Well, there you are. That's what happens to all of us. That's the whole point of the human
Well,
being.
that's not proven.
What? That we don't die?
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Well, there's like about 1,000 million people that haven't.
Yet.
Well, yeah, but I mean...
Well...
it's not proven,
We're all going to croak sometime, mate.
Not necessarily.
We are.
No,
we are. And it's a worry, isn't it? Wondering how it's going to happen to you.
I don't think it will happen to me.
It's high in everyone's mind.
I'm so physically fit.
The bugger of being a human being, you know it's going to happen to you. That's why I don't feel sorry for cows.
Cows have a laugh because they don't know about it.
They don't know. They walk up those steel ramps into the abattoir and they think, oh, this is
interesting. They're going to get milk.
New building. Change of environment.
Then,
if they think that.
Then that's it.
Then
it's all over.
It's not like that for us.
In the cow field.
The moment the budgie dies when you're 7, you think, aye.
Yeah.
Aye. Yeah. So.
What's all this then?
What's all this then?
Yeah.
What happens then?
Yeah.
To me. Because the budgie goes into a baked bean tin and gets buried underneath the apple tree. Right, and never flies again, you see.
It turns into apples.
Yeah.
It's funny though.
Eventually. Line 3, good evening, you're on Talksport's unique Human Zoo. Hello.
Where be that blackbird too? I know where he be.
Go on, fella.
He be up that wurzel tree, and I be at her e. Now I sees he, and he sees I. Bugger if I don't get him. With a girt big stick, I'll knock him down.
Blackbird, I love thee.
Steve Flack for president.
Nice one, fella. They're fine animals, blackbirds. They're very ferocious.
Dangerous beasts.
People don't realise.
Yeah.
Line 4, you're on the Human Zoo.
Now that the show is over, and we have jointly exercised our constitutional rights, we would like to leave you with one very important thought. Sometime in the future, you may have the opportunity to serve as a juror in a censorship case, or a so-called obscenity case. It would be wise to remember that the same people who stop you from listening to Wars in Canada may be that next year to complain about a book or even a TV program. If you could be told what you can see or read, then it follows that you can be told what to say or think. Defend your constitutional...
It's intriguing enough, but I can't quite get a handle on it.
No, but the music's nice. It's
yes.
Like you're being abducted into a UFO, isn't it?
I saw that. I saw a spaceship.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny? 08704 20 20 20. From Rourke's Drift, Captain Charter's email. Zulus, thousands of them. And this from Mick. Have you got Roald Dahl's bit of music there?
Yeah.
I don't know if it needs this, but he sent in some script. I'll do it. Tales of Mystery and Imagination. I don't really like rabbits very much. Well, I like all animals really, but I prefer ones with tails. Proper tails, I mean. Not like the flipping dog's tail, for example. You have to stay in shape. My grandmother never had major knee surgery on any other part of her body, and she started walking 5 miles a day when she was 60. She's 97 today, but we don't know where the hell she's got to. I am he as you are he, and you are me, and we're all together. What if us humans had tails, proper tails that is, prehensile muscular tails that rival limbs, tails you could dangle from trees with? Women could carry that extra bag of shopping when their fingers are going numb and breaking out in blisters. But what sort of consequences would it involve? For a start, as with every other new invention or discovery, the sex industry would find a way of exploiting it. Catsuits would have greater appeal. Very good. Hardcore would involve a new appendage. I can't read the rest of it. The height of kink would be a shaven tail. With a pierced tip. I can't read the rest of it, but thank you very much indeed for that, Mick. It's quality work. Perform it yourself now, mate. Tape it and email it into us. Excellent work. 08704 20 20 20. Sunday night, so it's Monday in the morning, hence the Human Zoo. Hi, line 5.
You have to email it.
Excellent.
Absolutely brilliant.
Thank you. And line 6. Good evening, line 6.
This is brilliant stuff. It's in classic. Well done, Tommy. Oh, listen to this, bud. Lindsay and I had taken time off and flown to Spain with Greavy and Party and Tom O'Connery to play some golf with Leslie. Leslie? Yes. They're playing golf with lesbians. Do you think Tarmac for some of this then? Leslie Crabbery, Eddie. Leslie Crabbery. He does another one of the great guys that make up my fantastic showbiz gang that I belong to, and you don't. Hey, shut up, I'm telling you the great anecdote. Lindsay lined up to tee off. Oh, what's your bloody tee off? Leave it a fucking pig. Lindsay lined up to tee off and said to me, gosh, Tarbo, we twigged so much pop last night being great guys together and being such great big showbiz mates, but I bet I missed this next shot. And blew me down, but he did. He missed it.
A much underrated show, isn't it? Bottom. It's as good a slapstick sitcom as Britain has ever produced, I reckon.
I think so as well.
08704 20 20 20. Shall we take another piece of stuff that's been made and sent into the Human Zoo by a Human Zoo fan and listener? I think we've got something by Alex Mann, which we were talking about a little bit earlier on. This is his Frank Butcher mix.
This is Frank Butcher. You've probably heard of him. Probably heard of him. Probably heard of him. Probably heard of him. My name is Frank Butcher. 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 So what, me old son? Ricky! Get your love in here. Around that lot. So what, me old son? Ricky! Get your love in here. Around that lot. You listen to me, you pelican. Ricky! This is my car, boy, you pelican. You listen to me, you pelican. Ricky! When I rat eggs, no life gets. My name is Frank Butcher. 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 All right, me old son. Somebody's shored one of my motors. Ricky! The pelican. All right, me old son. Somebody's shored one of my motors. Ricky! The pelican.
What's wrong with it? Well, I've got to find your own stuff.
Somebody's shored one of my motors. The pelican. This is my car, boy. When I rat eggs, no life gets. My name is Frank Butcher. My name is Frank Butcher. My name is Frank Butcher. My name is Frank Butcher.
Thank you for that. Alex, I'm not sure if Alex made it or whether Alex picked it up.
But I think he made it.
It's good. Cool,
I
thank
think
you for
he
that.
made it.
It's the new Human Zoo, taking calls live, unscreened and entirely at random, and also inviting pieces of audio that have either amused you or that you've made yourself, which amuse you, obviously. Preferably the stranger, the better. You want to send them in, P.O. Box 1089 London, SE18WQ is the address. Address them to the Human Zoo, or email them to us, and that's probably the best way of doing it. What you do is you email talksport.net is the website, and then when the show is off air, you go to the presenters gallery, you click on Tommy Boyd, and send me an email asking me how you can email a piece of audio to us, and I'll email you back with an address which will enable you to send a piece of MP3 and a file and an attachment to us, and then Ash will do the rest of the work.
Yeah. It's a pleasure to receive your
some of this rubbish. Hey, listen, can I just say at this point, don't send me in, please, thank you, but don't send us in, please, ordinary band stuff, because we've been sent some great music that people have put together in their garage, but it's not what we're about on the Human Zoo.
Send that to the Whale Show.
That'll be
but
cool.
Only on CD or minidisc.
Yeah, do that.
Because we do that on the Whale Show.
Yeah, that's cool. Line 4, you're on the Human Zoo. Good evening.
Oh, at last.
Hey.
Brand new on KTEL, Mick Jagger sings the classics of Led Zeppelin. There's a light, they do show, all the glitters is gold, and she's buying a stairway to heaven cave. And when she gets there, she knows. 1, you know very well it's Tales of the Unexpected. 2, you love Andy Peters.
That's a good call. Let's go to line 5. Hi, line 5, you're on.
Boing. Boing.
That's good. Any ideas?
Some sort of machine.
Hey, line 6.
I'm Dr. Jekyll, and I'm now going to test this magic formula, which I've just invented.
I don't think there's any doubt that the ways that our railways are run are not satisfactory. But what we require are the changes that we are proposing, plus the additional investment. And both of those things are going to be necessary to provide over time under the transport plan we set out, the railway infrastructure that what is after all the 4th largest economy in the world demands.
Yeah, I heard that quote. I was watching Prime Minister's Question Time that day. I didn't get that either at the time.
What did he say?
Nothing. He said nothing.
Well, that's what he's meant to do.
He's a politician. He's a Prime Minister. He's a very good Prime Minister. Very successful Prime Minister. He's supposed to say nothing.
Yeah, I suppose so.
08704 2020. Email from Arthur Bennett in Norwich, aged 18 to 24. How are you getting on, Tommy and Ash? Hope all is well at HQ. Show is fantastic and worth an evening in. It's Smukkerlin, as they say in Norwich. Take care and, quote, mind yon thar them scruttles, gam orm yabor. Till next time, unquote.
Smiling.
I'd love to have been a pirate, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would actually.
You and me, Ash, on the high seas in one of those big galleons.
Singing sea shanties and raiding the boats.
Yeah. Capturing a boat and having a party.
Sword in your mouth.
Bloody
running
party, yeah.
Parties with big ale.
Do what you like. You can prod blokes with your sword. You capture them. You can prod them.
You can do that.
I wouldn't kill them. I'd just prod them with a sword.
Prod them with your sword.
Yeah, and I'd steal their silk.
Yeah, man. I'd be drinking beers and
and I would woo their women. I would have their women go, "Who is that magnificent specimen up there?"
You have a woman on each knee, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I'd have a woman on each knee.
And a tankard in one hand, and in your other hand you have an accordion.
I would have silk jodhpurs and those boots with buckles, which look fantastic, and you cannot get them in Freeman, Hardy and Willis.
Yeah, man.
Fantastic.
Beautiful. But you can get them in Horn Brothers.
I might have known you'd know where you can buy kinky boots.
Yeah.
08704 2020. I'm Tommy Boyd. It's the Human Zoo on Talksport. Ash, of course. Thank God. Praise be. Is here.
This is the AA. And this is a radio ad to tell you we sell car insurance. If you need cover, you can call us. Trust that we will hunt through a list of leading insurers and do everything we can to get you our cheapest quote. Meaning you won't need to spend time ringing around yourself. And when we say you can trust us to do it, we mean it. Call AA Car Insurance Services, 0800 444 777.
Have you been involved in an accident? Do you need someone to fight your case? Claims Direct is just one call away from helping. You may have suffered a simple trip or a slip or had an accident at work or in a car. Claims Direct is currently helping nearly 60,000 people like you. So call 0800 970 0008 if you need our help. That's 0800 970 0008. Lines are open now and calls are free. Claims Direct. We're on your side.
The UK's best sports radio station, Talksport. It's a non-stop summer of sport. The Ryder Cup, the Lions Down Under, the Open, racing every day, the Ashes. There's only one place for essential sport on the radio this summer, 10:89 and 10:53 a.m. Talk Sport.
Holy
Y'all not ready for this.
Tommy Boyd's late night takeaway, where the only thing on the menu is you.
You dirty old man. Kobe Bryant has emailed from California, Los Angeles. He says, hey there guys, I'm listening from sunny California. I might add so are many others. The show's getting pretty popular over here across the pond. Anyway, great show. Tommy's call on Ash cracks me up. Please keep providing the goods and take care, from Kobe Bryant. Thank you.
Hello to all our American friends.
Yes, good evening. 08704 2020 is the number. Hey, send some stuff. Email it. Email some audio, MP3 it as an attachment. What you do is email go to talksport.net. Send me an email personally by going to the presenters page, and I'll email you personally back with details about how you can email a piece of audio. If it's original, even better. But if it's a little piece of a clip of something that you've heard that really winds you up, then that will be good as well. It's nice if you can tell us details of like the composer and the publisher and, you know, technical stuff like that. It ain't essential, but it's really useful because we keep copious and very pedantic records of everything that we play on the show. Yeah. Will be good. And from 12 until 1, it's the kind of X hour. We'll be playing the bits and pieces that have been sent in by people who get the Human Zoo and like it, and they're just a bit closer to the edge than the kind of stuff that we'll be playing between 10 and 12. 08704 2020. Another switchboard run to line 1. Good evening, line 1, you're on.
Oh, hey. Ambulance, take it so big with your siren and your letters out backwards. Here we are, kids. The Zoo.
Don Robinson has emailed this from Manchester. I was on TV's Right to Reply. I was rather poor.
I know someone who did that.
The show was cancelled shortly afterwards. Yours faithfully, Don Robinson. It's a crap show. Right to Reply.
Still on, isn't it?
Is it? I hate those fake shows that just supposedly give people an opportunity to, you know, like say something. Because it's all so sort of shaped and choreographed and organised and fake.
Yeah, exactly.
You need a television show that's a bit more like The Human Zoo, where people can just pitch up and actually say what they want to say, and they're not being told by Robert Kilroy Silk, you know, what the subject of the day is, and, you know, how do you feel? You know, it just needs to go...
That Jerry Sadowitz did a sort of show a bit.
Did he?
Yeah, it was quite funny, actually. Yeah. Just some people would come up and say whatever they wanted, and if he was bored, he'll cut them off.
Yeah. So I think we need more of that. Access broadcasting.
Say whatever they wanted, and if he was bored, he'll cut them off. Yeah. I think we need more of that.
Line 3, still listening.
Disbeliever.
Line 3, still listening.
Hello?
Tommy.
Yep.
John Wilkinson.
Hi, John.
You were very close with the mushy peas.
Yeah, go on.
The big tablet that you actually get, you actually put them in and steep them overnight in water.
Yeah.
Then you put them in the pot the next day and boil them.
Yeah, you do, yeah.
And the longer you boil them, the mushier they get.
Yeah.
And it's a great New Year tradition in Scotland, as you would probably know.
Right.
And I was disappointed that you didn't know, that we have it with the steak pie on New Year's Eve, with plenty of vinegar and pepper.
Well, it depends how much of a cliche you want to be, really, John, but if that's your bag, then cool, and power to you.
Now, and so as that can make them myself now. Oh, yes.
Yeah. Now, you know your tin of Marifat peas?
Yeah.
Well, I've never noticed a tablet in it.
No, you get the big bag.
Oh, it's a bag of it?
You get a big bag of
overnight.
I'll tell you what I like about pea soup made from mushy peas. You get your mushy peas, and you always make too much. Correct?
Yeah. Of course you do.
Yeah, so you've got half a saucepan left. So what do? You put it in a big bowl and you put it in the fridge. And it turns into concrete. Am I right?
Well, the wife can use it as a face pack, Tommy.
Now, mushy peas, what do you use for seasoning?
Just salt, pepper.
Pepper.
Yeah.
Loads of pepper. Tabasco.
Which pepper?
Ground Ground, not that powdery stuff that you get.
No.
No.
Black pepper.
No.
Oh.
Then you've got to have the real malt vinegar as well to put on it.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Yeah, and there you go, boys.
That's all you need.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate.
Drive safely.
Do you know, I never knew that you could actually make mushy peas.
Oh, yeah.
I thought they just sort of were created.
I'm of a mind to bring you a little carton of our own homegrown mushy peas.
I've seen a little carton.
Oh, yeah.
Just to carry them around, little rice cartons.
Yeah. Just to keep them hygienic.
Oh, yeah.
Line 4, you're on the Human Zoo. Good evening.
You love Gigi Salmon.
I think I probably would. What a name.
Mm.
I haven't met Gigi, have you?
Yeah,
I've
come across Gigi.
How did it go?
Yeah, it was all right.
Okay.
Yeah, no, not for a long time though, and actually my memory's a bit hazy.
Ah.
But yeah, cool. You know, I mean, she did some good work at Wimbledon.
We'll drink to Gigi salmon.
Gigi.
Would you wear a tennis outfit just for us?
Yeah, I'm sure she would. I mean, it's her job.
Now we're talking. Line 5, you're on the Human Zoo. Hi.
You love Grandma Ruby.
What was that?
I met Grandma Ruby's nephew.
Who?
I met Grandma Ruby's nephew.
Hang on, line 6, you're on, but just wait a second. Who's she?
She is one of the pioneers of prune juice.
Okay.
Yeah, I met him.
Okay.
The guy, yeah.
All right, thanks for that. Top up there. Okay, line 6, you're on.
Human Zoo, 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 Human Zoo. Tommy boy, 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 Tommy boy. Tommy boy, the mash is here, ashes 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 here. Sunday night, 10 to 1 at random. 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 Everybody.
Yeah.
That was grand.
Some nice live performances.
I kept saying ashes to ashes to ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
David Bowie, maybe it was phoning, because I do hear he likes the show.
I'd like to know who's the most famous person who listens, because I believe, in my heart, in my spirit, that Bill Clinton is listening tonight, and he's thinking about it.
Do you think so?
I do.
He's nodding his head like he does.
Well, if I was a former president of the United States and I was over here and it was a bit wet, I'd be in my hotel room, because he's in the hotel, and what I'd do is I'd twiddle the dial, because you get a radio in your hotel room.
Yeah.
And I'd twiddle around until I heard something interesting.
Yeah.
And this is interesting. I mean, it's not proper radio, I know, but it's interesting. It's different.
Oh, yeah.
And I think to myself, what the hell's this? What is this?
This is what Clinton would...
We don't even have this back home. That's my Bill Clinton.
That's not bad.
It's all right, isn't it?
Not bad.
Eh? We've got a piece of material, actually, which I pulled down from Napster. I wasn't going to play it, but since we're talking about Bill Clinton, have you got some Let's Bomb Iraq there?
Yeah.
Okay, this will do.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people think that I won because I look pretty good compared to guys like me. But I don't think that's it at all. So right now, I'd like you to meet the man whose impeccable sense of timing contributed the most to my re-election. Please welcome Mr. So Damn Insane.
Oh, well, the curd. Curd is the word. Oh, well, the curd. Curd is the word. Oh, well, the bomb, Iraq. Bomb, Iraq.
Yeah, that's the time. So now my missiles are a cruising, giving me a bruising in Iraq. Bomb, Iraq. Hanging from your veins, I'm feeling your brain, and that's what you in an election year. I had to be insane. Iraq, bomb, yeah, let's bomb Iraq. I'm gonna do this like the poll says. Who would Robert Jones says in Iraq? Bomb, Iraq. What will you do the day that I'm cruel. From another country that is nastier than you. On the rain, tell us about it rain. That's the damned if I do, the damned if you don't. On the rack, bum, 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 boom.
And I've got a piece that's been emailed in by Lawn C, which we're going to play in the X-rated bit from 12 until 1, which I guarantee is the funniest thing you've ever heard. I promise you, Ash, the funniest thing you've ever heard.
Really?
For sure.
Promising
I
me?
I'm promising you. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll play it the once with our mics down, because if we had our mics up, I know we'd be laughing so loud that people listening to it wouldn't be able to understand it. So we'll play it with our mics down, and then about sort of 12:15, something like that, quite early on in the X-hour bit, and then maybe again at about 1:45 with the mics up, because we'll still, and then you'll get a judgment on how funny it is, because you won't be able to keep a straight face. It is the funniest thing I've heard. It's a lift from a piece of radio in Florida. About 6 months ago, and it's just too funny. 08704 20 20 20. The Human Zoo, taking calls live, unscreened and at random. You can email if the switchboard is solid. You want talksport.net. Click on the button that says email the show.
It's a non-stop Grand Prix giveaway all next week when we play Pole Position with Orange on Talksport.
Go, go, go on Talksport.
By using your trackside know-how, you'll be in pole position to win a truckload of Grand Prix prizes, including an incredible pair of Silverstone VIP hospitality tickets for the Orange Paddock Club. The wheel-spinning winning starts Monday from 6 on the no-nonsense sports breakfast when we play Pole Position with Orange, keeping you up to date with all the latest sports news.
Attention, all real sports fans. Have we got sports news for you? Sport First, the all-action national sports newspaper for every goal of every game in every league. From the conference to the Premiership, for great tips, stats and team news. Now twice a week. Previews on Friday, results on Sunday. Sport First, the national sports newspaper. Get it now. Now.
Sir, the Deep Space Telescope is picking up some activity in the Orion sector.
Adjust the tone control and point that thing with the widget at it.
What on earth? I've never heard anything like it.
Sounds like a cross between interstellar static and some jacked up monkeys on acid attacking an injured badger.
Shoot it a bit closer. Try the infrared frequencies. Try pointing that frying pan thing over there towards Allen, Brazil.
Hawksby and Jacobs, now, each weekday from 4 on Talksport. Tommy Boy, Human Zoo.
Talksport, it's the Human Zoo. Good evening. How are you? Well, see, that's because it's Monday in the morning. Hence the Human Zoo.
We've all got to get the train.
Oh, all laid out our clothes for the morning, or at least we've got a good idea of what we're going to wear, and it's not things that we'd like to be wearing.
Remember to set the video for Richard and Judy as well.
That's what Sunday evenings are like, really. Haven't done your homework?
I never did homework. Did you? Were you a conscientious objector?
I got by. I did as much as I had to do, and that was it. And occasionally I didn't.
I didn't.
Are you good for you?
Very naughty boy.
Waste of space, isn't it?
Yeah, I
Still,
was.
you know, you've got to, you find out at the age of about 8, 9 or 10, you know, that you've just got to kind of go with the system. You can't fight it. You've got to do the things they tell you to do. And then suddenly you're 87, and you can't remember whether you put sugar in your tea already.
You should leave school at about 7, because you know everything really about 6 or 7, I reckon. And that's it.
I'd vote for that.
Yeah. And then don't work for 10 years.
I would largely vote for that.
Yeah.
Just stay at home and look after your parents. Because they're stuck in the treadmill. Off they go to work and doing the shopping and moaning about it. Yeah, children from the age of 7 should have had a couple of years at school, and then they'll stay at home and they'll do the housework and watch telly, watch Richard and Judy, like you say. It would work. Yeah, very wise, that.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. 08704 20 20 20 is the number. It's the Human Zoo on Talksport, moving towards the X hour from 12 through until 1 o'clock, which is Charlie Wolf time. Let's go to line 3. Hi, line 3, you're on.
Hello there.
Hello.
I got a joke.
Okay.
David Beckham, in the after-match interview, and he's saying they're sort of meaty. They're quite fresh. They're quite small and easy. And the interviewer says, "No, David, I asked you about tactics."
Yeah. Thank you. Very good, very good.
I have a riddle for you as well.
It was first done in relation to Ali MacLeod, but that's neither here nor there. Carry on. Give us your riddle.
You got to count how many legs there are in this field.
Yeah.
There's one sheep.
Yeah.
There's one dog.
Sheep, a dog.
A horse.
A horse.
A farmer.
A farmer.
And a cowsay.
A what?
A cowsay.
A cowsay.
Yeah.
Right.
You got that yet?
I'm not going to do it. I'm far too clever.
What about a matabubu? Matabubu.
I'll tell you why. Because the first time I went to work, right, I was in a factory, and they said to me, can you go to the shop up the next workshop and ask Ted to lend you his Namafor? And so what did I say?
Yeah, obviously.
And he said to knock nails in.
All right.
So I'm never going to. So I made up my mind then. I was 17. I'm not going to fall for that one again.
Well, you can do a matabubu as well.
What's a matabubu?
Nothing, Yogi.
Yeah, fair enough. Thank you very much. Good work. I like it. You see, we're just a tad ahead. We've been around the block a couple of times, and I think that's why we're here. You know, and you'll be here one day, as long as you keep this sort of rate of progress up. Line 4, you're on Talksport's Human Zoo. Good evening.
Jackie, are you in there? Oh my God. Oh no. Mommy came in and she called me one-handed, dreaming about the girl next door. Picture this, I was looking at Kirk and should've locked the bedroom door. How could I get caught while I was picking up a Sunday? All this time she was standing there and polishing my different teeth.
If you are a young man, you need a little thriller. If I judge a magazine underneath your pillar, you never admit when you tenderize a stick or when you've been wrestling with a one-night snake.
A box of peanuts on the counter.
I wasn't deep.
A tube of lotion on the sofa.
To be my meat.
Hear my breathing getting louder.
I wasn't deep.
All of a sudden it was over. Mommy came in and she called me one-handed, looking for the unicorn. Picture this, I broke that pony, had him in a tug of war. How could I be casual while the general released my feet? And the bishop, he was standing there, shivering like a thief. Can you tell that I'm embarrassed for the shame that I caused? So that purple-headed warrior will have to be flawed.
When you start to simulate your little fella, you're talking like that like a young lupinilla. You'll never get a big woman, ain't no way, but you can play joking with the chicken all day.
Mommy came in and she called me one-handed, dreaming about the girl next door.
Excellent. Thank you for that, line 4. Very nice. Good work. Line 5, you're on. Hi.
Alan Partridge is at Marple for today's horse races. I wonder what he's doing at the moment. Alan?
Hi, Chris. I'm Alan Partridge. Horses. Love or hate them, from Mr. Ed to Silver, that's the Low Rangers horse. They're all here mingling with officials. Don't do that thing. It's the 6:30 Queen Henry Stakes, which is generally regarded as the litmus test for Derby form. Jockey folklore says that if you cock up the Queen Henry, you might as well ride the Derby on a cow, which of course be a complete waste of time. Let's have a look at the betting. They're going to there, of course, Moisture Tricky. The betting Diabetic Charlie at 3-1 favourite, two-headed Tex Beast at 4-1, and at 20-1, this is Boothroyd's Holiday Dance. So all the rest, 50-1 bar. That's all for now. Join us later for the race. Back to you, Chris, in the studio.
Nice one. 08704 20 20 20 is the number. And we go to line 6. Evening line 6, you're on the Human Zoo.
David Bowie, Tom Jones, grey hair, brittle bones, out of fashion, inelastic, only hit their cottage plastic. Elton John, back pain, still standing, Zimmer frame, pop star, millionaires, need a chair to climb the stairs, dropping pills, buying deals, Tenactigen, meals on wheels. It's the end of the line, and you've blown it. You've run out of ideas, and you show it. Now it's the end of the pier, and you know it. Oh, you feel tired. Paul McCartney, George and Ringo, all you need is Bingo. Imagine John alive with Yoko, sat in bed drinking cocoa. Brian May begin to rot. Donna Summer, not so hot. Mick Jagger, Bill Wyman, old men, young Hyman. Keith Richard, Cliff Richard, Little Richard, Lionel Richard. It's the end of the world, and you know it. You've run out of ideas, and you show it. Now it's the end of the fear, and you know it. We feel tired. Thank you very much.
Very good. Excrement. 08704 20 20 20 is the number. You're tuned to the Human Zoo on Talksport. I'm Tommy Boyd. Ash, of course, is here. You can email us by going to the website talksport.net. Or if you've got a piece of original audio that you'd like to send in to the show, then you can either send it on a mini disc or a CD or a cassette to Talksport, PO Box 1089, London SE1 8WQ. Or if when the show is over you go to the presenters gallery on talksport.net, which is the website, and click on the Tommy Boyd bit, that will give you an email form. That will come straight through to me, and then I will email you back and tell you how you can send an MP3 audio file as an attachment. And if it's good enough, if it's raw enough, original enough, strange enough, appropriate enough, keep it down to about 30-45 seconds if you can. I know most songs are 3 minutes long, but if you can squeeze it into, well, so let's say kind of less than 60 seconds as a guide, if you can do that, it stands an even better chance of being played to air. This is Talksport.
Instead of driving home from work, you could be driving across the globe with Talksport. All next week, Goodyear offer you the chance to explore the world.
Monday. Australian Outback in a 4x4.
Tuesday.
A wildlife trek to Tanzania.
Wednesday.
Cruise California in a drop-top dreaming.
Thursday.
10-foot chunk of Borneo.
Friday.
The
Goodyear exploration station that drives you to the four corners of the earth. All next week from 4 with Hawksby and Jacobs on Talksport. Goodyear. We discover, you explore.
Mr. Gray, the court has heard your claim for compensation, that since living next door to the Swedish girls' hostel, your privacy has been compromised. I understand you have been disturbed by their popular music and their wanton laughter. Furthermore, that when you called to complain, the twins, Miss Britt and Miss Ulla, invited you into their party. However, this you declined on the grounds of their over-familiar manner and their immodest attire. I have studied this case, and it is my considered opinion, Mr. Gray, that you are a prat. 6 months. Next.
Foster's. He who drinks Australian thinks Australian.
On 1089 and 10:53 a.m.
This is your assignment.
The hatred of a nation against an impish has been
Tommy Boyd, throwing a bone to the yapping dogs
on Talksport.
The Human Zoo on Talksport, the new Human Zoo, heading towards our XR from 12 until 1. 08704 20 20 20 is the number. That's a stack of emails.
Yeah, this is like telephone directory.
There must be over 1,000. I can't read them all. I will read them all, but I can't read them all out on air. If you sent an email in, thank you for that. It will get read. I'll try and read them during the show, and I'll read out as many as I can. But they'll certainly all get read and inwardly digested. Whatever that means. Line 1, you're on the Human Zoo. Evening.
Hello.
Hello.
Huh? Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Hello, right?
Mm-hmm.
Am I on? Hello?
Yes.
Can I say a joke?
Yes.
Can I say a joke?
Yes.
Right, there were two Irishmen, yeah?
Steady.
Can I say it?
Yeah, but steady.
Steady, right. There were two Irishmen walking down the road, right?
Yeah.
And one Irishman goes to the other Irishman, can you see that light up there? I'm not very good at... My eyes aren't very good. Is it the moon or is it a lamppost? He goes, I'm sorry, Paddy. I'm not from around here.
Pretty good.
I'm sorry, Paddy. I'm not from around here.
Reasonably good. 08704 2020.
Yobbos, Ava.
They were a bit yobbish, but they were having a good time. They shouldn't have been having a good time. What are people doing having a good time just before 12
you
o'clock?
shouldn't be having a good time, man. Stop having a good time.
I didn't used to have a good time just before 12 o'clock when I was their age.
I made sure I had a bad time.
I was in bed fretting about my jog. Rafi. Jog.
Oh, jog.
Call it jog, you know?
Jog, yeah.
08704 2020. Line 2, good evening. Line 3. Hello, line 3.
Hi, Tommy.
Hiya.
Barney here.
Hello.
I've got a little story to tell you from the National Lottery last night.
Okay.
The presenter got shot by Mitch when he mentioned the tennis. Here comes a reconstruction. I bet that Tim Henman... Oh, my Lord. This shows tennis is evil.
That was terrifically bizarre, wasn't that bizarre? What did that young man mean by that?
I don't know, man.
Could you ever have come close to getting that?
No.
Perfect Human Zoo stuff.
Mitch, wasn't he the guy? John Thor used to play Mitch.
No idea. Topping zoo material. Good evening, you're tuned to the Human Zoo. News and sport are next, and then it's the new Human Zoo's X Hour.
The Talksport Singles Connection is the easy, confidential way of finding your perfect partner. Register for free right now on 0870 243 6907. Call a number.
9 and 10:53 a.m. Tommy Boyd on Talksport. He's planted right in the paddy fields of Thailand. He's seen the sunrise from the summit of Mount Kilimanjaro. He's meditated within the ancient walls of Machu Picchu Balance. He could go out with any woman in the country. Arnold Schwarzenegger is a close personal friend of his family. He's been invited to the Prime Minister's house for drinks. He's the closest thing on earth to the angel Gabriel.
He is the light.
Hosanna. He's Tommy Boyd.
Tommy Boyd.
No more dirt in the theater. Attention, Talksport security staff. The alarm has been activated in the celebrity toilet.
Tommy Boyd.
Welcome to the X Hour of the all-new Human Zoo from 12 until Charlie Wolf time, which is 1 o'clock. Now, don't run away with this idea. We're not going black and blue on you. We've just got some pieces of audio that have been sent in to Human Zoo listeners, which are best appreciated when we can be quite certain that minors should not be listening, and hopefully aren't listening.
Turn the radio off if you...
Yeah, turn the radio off if you're a minor. It's not shocking or anything like that. It's very, very funny and perfectly broadcastable, but it just seems more appropriate to play it at a time when we can be confident about the sensibilities of the audience. 08704 2020. But as ever, the switchboard remains the spine of the show, along with the philosophical meanderings of Ash and the pungent comments of your host, Tommy Boyd.
And poignant.
Yeah. Line 1, you're on the Human Zoo. Hey.
Hi, Tom. I read a good book recently. It was called Rusty Bed Springs, written by I.P. Knightley.
And to line 2. Good evening, line 2.
Hello, Tommy.
Hey.
Oh, I'd like an argument.
I see. Would you a 5-minute argument, or where are we in the sketch here?
No, not in the sketch, just a general argument.
I would like a general argument.
Yes, I've heard you're very good at arguments. I'd like to take you on.
What do you want to argue about?
What irritates you?
People saying I want an argument. That irritates me.
Well, what's wrong with people wanting an argument? I would like to leave some stress out of my body and I'd like to argue with you.
Yeah, but I don't like arguing on the Human Zoo. I argue elsewhere on phone-in radio and Talksport, but not on the Human Zoo. Human Zoo is more of its karma is different. Isn't that right, Ash?
Yeah, man. I mean, this is not the place, the platform to argue. You just listen and you learn.
You're in the wrong territory, man. Carrying a false passport. You know what I'm saying?
You should let me argue.
Get up against the wall.
Let the buzzard land.
Okay.
And I'm a minor.
I didn't think they had that. I thought all miners were unemployed.
We don't do mining anymore now. We grow our own coal now.
Open cast.
Yeah, we grow our own coal.
Yeah. on the top of the field.
Yeah, exactly.
I learned
Above
about
ground.
that in jog.
That's right. We have to get pickers from Romania to actually, harvest it.
I get my pickles from down the deli.
Oh, we're off there for a minute. Line 3, you're on the Human Zoo on Talksport. Good evening.
It's a parakeet.
It makes as much sense as a lot of phoning you hear. There's probably, like radio waves go out into space. This will probably get picked up in about sort of 2 billion years from now on some planet, and they'll be going, good point. They go, oh, you made a good point there. Oh, now they're talking gibberish again. Yes, okay, thank you. Line 4, good evening, you're on the Human Zoo.
Hello, is that Tommy?
Speaking.
Tommy, my tongue hurts.
What, is it a little ulcer?
No, I had it pierced yesterday and I'm in pain and I can't eat or speak properly or anything. I just wanted to share my anger with you and my pain.
Well, it would be more authentic if you were talking like that.
You'd be offended?
No, it'd be more authentic
Oh,
if you were talking like that. Have you had your tongue pierced?
yeah.
How can you enunciate so clearly if you've got a ball bearing in your tongue?
It's a miracle of speech.
Fantastic.
You didn't want to do that.
You didn't want to do that.
That's what I'm thinking at the moment as well, but they assure me it'll feel better in it.
You didn't want to drive a piece of metal through your very sensitive tongue.
You don't want to do that.
Believe me, it'll be worth it.
Well, it might be for someone else.
Really?
Why did you?
What do you mean?
Well, Ash and I are both wondering who's going to benefit from this. Because you know what they say.
What do they say, Tommy?
Well, you know what they say.
You know what they say.
You know what they say.
Well, I could tell you, but you probably tell me to be steady, so I won't say anything.
It doesn't matter. Steady. But you know what they say.
There you go.
Yeah. You both know what they say.
So?
Is that why you had it done?
Yeah, of course it is.
Fantastic.
Why else would you have it done?
Well, if you want to make the whole thing a real sort of, absolute 3-ring circus, you've got to have all your teeth knocked out.
No, just the one.
Just the one?
Just the one tooth?
No, just the one ring.
Okay, I can't take this any further, even though it's the X hour. But I hope somebody is grateful for your pain.
Thank you.
I'm sure it looks good.
Keep up the good work.
Yeah, I will do. Yeah, nice one.
She needs to be eating mushy peas.
She's going to be eating mushy everything for a wee while. I couldn't have that done.
Have you ever had anything pierced?
Only by accident.
Really?
Well, I've been impaled on a few garden implements.
Really?
Yeah. But I've never had anything actually driven through my body for decorative purposes.
I had my ear done once.
Yeah, that's okay. That's
All
cool.
right,
Yeah, I'll go along with that.
Yeah.
I've had my teeth filled, which of course is different.
Yeah, it's not much like
Mick Jagger had a little emerald put in one of his teeth, but he had it taken out again because apparently people keep going up to him and going very quietly, Mick, you got a little bit of spinach.
That's not spinach.
It cost him $6,000.
It cost me $6,000.
You'd do it though, wouldn't you? It's like when you see blokes who've still got their collar up because they think it makes them look cool. You always go up to them, don't you, and you say, put your collar up. Yeah. And invariably they go, oh, thanks very much.
Yeah.
Turn it down. 08704 20 20 20. You're tuned to the new Human Zoo on Talksport. It's the X Hour, and we'll be playing an X bit very shortly.
The man sits reading the classifieds. The woman removes her rollers and lowers herself onto the settee. The man gesticulates wildly as he suffocates under the weight. The lady screams loudly as the television remote control dips into her left bottom. Ow!
The no-nonsense sports breakfast with John Smith.
Not as much fun as practicing the Kama Sutra,
but less messing about. Silky smooth sport in the morning with Adam Brazil and Mike Parry. Weekday mornings from 6 on Talk Sport.
I've just been looking at the motorbike ads in Exchange and Mart. Heartbreaking stuff. This one here, BSA, same owner for 40 years, reluctant sale, I'll bet it is. Look at this photo, Triumph Trident 750. Pregnancy forces sale, all-wheel swap for estate car. Gotta feel sorry for him. Till you're screwing them down on the price, of course. Exchange and Mart's bike section every week. However hard it is to sell your bike, it'll still be easy.
On 1089 and 10:53 a.m. Talksport.
Hold the barrel steady and jump in one at a time. Hold the barrel steady and jump in one at a time. In olden days when times were hard, we filled the barrel with water. We added brine from Preston pans, then stripped our son and daughter. Hold the barrel steady and jump in one at a time. Hold the barrel steady, then jump in one at a time. We stuck an apple in their mouth and stood them on a chair. And then we sat down for our tea and left them standing there. Hold the barrel steady and jump in one at a time. Hold the barrel steady, then jump in one at a time. Now in you go our children, they did as they were bid. Their heads below the water and fastened on the lid. Hold the barrel steady and jump in one at a time. Hold the barrel steady and jump in one at a time. We shed some tears, be sure of that. Our stomachs were like lead. We'd better have some more, she said, then we went off to bed. Hold the barrel steady and jump in one at a time. Hold the barrel steady and jump in one at a time. So if your purse is empty, your cupboard it is bare, just pull the clothes right off your bins and stand them on a chair. Hold the barrel steady and jump in one at a time. Hold the barrel steady and jump in one at a time. One at a time, one at a time, one at a time.
That guy's still performing, and it would be good to see him on the same bill as a man called Max Wall, if you ever heard of him. They'd get it. Life is too weird. But we all pretend we understand it because everybody else appears to pretend appears to understand it, but they're all pretending too. 08704 20 20 20. We'll rush down the switchboard and then we'll play an extraordinary piece of audio taken from a radio station in Orlando in Florida, which has been emailed to the Human Zoo by Lawn C. Thank you for that. That's in a moment. Let's go to line 1, see who's there. Hi, line 1.
Voucher or your credit or debit card. Please call 450 free of charge from your orange phone.
What? Okay. Thank you. Line 2, you're on the Human Zoo.
I'd like to sing a song for everyone in tommyboyd.co.uk. Abide with me, I'm on the Human Zoo. Tommy Boyd, Ash is here too. We just heard Norris. Yes, it really sucked.
Just take the last portion of that.
I think that's probably pretty wise. Thank you for that, yes. 08704 20 20 20 is the number. We're still professional, you know.
Oh, yes.
Line 3, you're on the Human Zoo. Hello.
I'm not a racist because I have an enormous willy.
Very, very poignant.
Food for thought. Line 4, you're on the Human Zoo. What?
2 things. Arsenal rule, and does your phone do this?
Well, with so many sort of slips there, I think you ought to carve yourself out a career as a newsreader, sir. Yeah. Line 5, you're on the Human Zoo. Hi.
Hello. I'm Cosmo Kramer, the Yes-Man.
And gone. And line 6, hey.
Hillbilly Joe, episode 3, sketch 4. Mama, look, I saw Carl. That ain't oil. That's a suicide. Get back in here. You smell like cheese.
Big I wash for your daddy put you on a sandwich.
What was that?
Very strange little portion of the show at this moment in time, isn't it?
Intriguing.
Let's see what line 1 has stored for us. Hello, line 1.
I read a very good book lately. It's called The Golden Stream by I.P. Standing.
Now, thanks to Lorne C., who has emailed a piece of audio in, which is essential listening. It's from a radio show in Orlando, in Florida. In order to email a piece of audio, what you have to do is, first of all, convert it on your PC into MP3 format so that it's an audio file that's been compressed down to a size which makes it possible just to send it as a conventional email. And if it lasts 60 seconds, it will take 60 seconds to send it off. So that's all it will cost you. And Talksport make nothing from that. What you need to do is to go to talksport.net and click the button on the presenters gallery, which is Tommy Boyd. That will provide you with an email form. If you email me, it will come straight through to my home PC, and say that you'd like to send some audio in, MP3 style, then I'll email you back with an email address which will enable you to send your file as an attachment. Talksport's email machinery doesn't have an an attachment facility, simply because they'd be inundated with so many attachments from all Talksport's fans and listeners and so forth. But that's the way round that one, and that's what Lorne C. has done. And this is a piece which is just, whatever you're doing, if you're driving, pull over. And if you're in the bedroom and you're not supposed to be listening or something, I don't know, then, bite the pillow or something, because this is the funniest genuine piece of radio I've ever heard, as a guy reads out a news story as it was reported in the Los Angeles Times, an important newspaper, and he reads it just as it's read, and then for entirely understandable reasons, he corpses.
Here's a fax from Cooter in Orlando, who sends me a copy of a story that appeared in the Los Angeles Times. He says, a prestigious newspaper, not the oft-maligned Weekly World News. Quoting the story, in retrospect, lighting the match was my big mistake, but I was only trying to retrieve the gerbil. Eric Tomaszewski told the news doctors in the severe burns unit of Salt Lake City Hospital. Tomaszewski and his homosexual partner, Andrew Kinky Farnham, had been admitted for emergency treatment after a felching session had gone seriously wrong. I pushed a cardboard tube up his rectum and slipped Raggett, our gerbil, in, he explained. As usual, Kinky shouted out, Armageddon! My cue that he'd had enough. I tried to retrieve Raggett, but he wouldn't come out again, so I peered into the tube and struck a match, thinking the light might attract him. At a hushed press conference, a hospital spokesman described what happened next. The match ignited a pocket of intestinal gas and flame shot out the tube, igniting Mr. Tomaszewski's hair and severely burning his face. It also set fire to the gerbil's fur and whiskers, which in turn ignited a larger pocket of gas further up the intestine, propelling the rodent out like a cannonball. Armageddon! Tomaszewski suffered second-degree burns and a broken nose from the impact of the gerbil, while Farnham suffered first and second-degree burns to his anus and lower intestinal tract. Armageddon! Peered into the tube and stuck a match, thinking the light might make the gerbil come out. So that's what felching is all about. Armageddon! Who says that? I didn't. Robert D. Raven on the John Bon Billy Show.
Oh, dear.
Only in America.
Only in America. Thank you very much indeed for that, Lorne C., Human Zoo listener, who secured that from somewhere on the internet. and emailed that through to the Human Zoo, which we play with dignity on the X Hour on the Human Zoo from 12 until 1. Charlie Wolf with you from 1. 08704 20 20 20 is the number. Let's go to line 4. Good evening, line 4. You're on the Human Zoo.
Hello, Thomas. Your number one caller here.
Yo.
You love Gary Jacobs and Timmy Malley.
Yes, a beguiling thought.
At the same time.
Not my kind of threesome. Line 5, good evening.
Only me.
And line 6. Hello, line 6.
I eat bears.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I also eat Welsh people too.
Welsh people?
Yes, I eat them.
You eat them?
Yes, yum yum. I like to eat their thighs, nice and juicy.
Yes? How do you do them, or do you have them raw?
I have them raw.
Very nice, too.
Yes, yum yum, very nice.
Enjoy. I'm sure that's why, you know, you're a well man. Charlie Wolf joins. Hey, Charlie.
I was just going to slip you a little piece of paper about something exclusive coming up on the show, except here at the happy home of IT, where, you know, all the computers work and the printers work so well, nothing is printing. So I thought I would come in personally and tell you, because I'm kind of excited about this.
Fantastic, yes.
You know the new Harry Potter film, yeah?
Yes.
I don't know if you saw, it was actually a piece in the Sunday Express today. Good friend of ours is the head witch, White Witch here in the UK, and he has found out that Harry Potter is riding the broomsticks wrong.
Right.
So we're going to find out how you ride a broomstick and why he's put a curse on the film. So this is, all the media are interested in this. He's going to be talking to all the big boys tomorrow.
Yeah.
But he's talking to us first. So
Right.
I just wanted very quickly, so I just thought it was kind of cool.
Oh, this is an exclusive?
This is an exclusive, yeah. We've got it before everybody else.
Right.
Outside of the Express today. Express did a piece. All the other papers will pick up, because I didn't know this. You know how most people, if you were going to get on a broomstick, and pretend you're flying a broom, how would you do it? You'd have the bristles at the back, yeah?
No.
No, bristles go up the front.
Yeah.
How do you know this, Ash?
Well, any good witch or wizard knows that.
And actually, there's something else that we'll find out about. He was telling me that, you know, on Halloween, knowing your kids will be pretend to be witches, and they stick a broomstick between their legs, yeah?
Yeah.
It signifies something.
How did you lot win the war?
With broomsticks.
With our knowledge.
Broomsticks and dead knobs, I think it was over here.
You're a funny lot, you Yanks. You are bothered about this kind of crap.
Corned beef, tins of corned beef.
You're actually bothered about stuff like this.
This is great. This is an exclusive.
Well, you
We've
know,
got broomsticks.
We invented all this cobblers, and we know it's cobblers. And you guys, you get down to the minutiae. You come over here and you want to have a look at our castles, and you know.
No, this is your witch. This guy's English. He's one of yours. This is the head of the
yeah,
White
but we're
Witches.
not bothered.
He is.
We're not.
He is.
Well, we're not.
That's because you're not a witch.
Yeah, but he's doing it for Yanks.
He's a witch.
It's the Yank industry thing, the whole thing. You know, there was no Jack the Ripper. We do all that for you guys.
Oh, okay.
You come over here and you go, you know, because you've got, like, maps for the stars homes, you know, and I suppose we buy them, knowing full well that Joan Crawford is dead, but I expect it still shows where she used to live.
No, I just thought it was exciting news. It's an exclusive. That's special.
When I get Yanks over here, right, and I pick them up from Heathrow, right, the journey from Heathrow to our house.
When you're pretending to be a cab in the weekend?
Yeah, exactly.
The day job.
I say to them, do you want to see where Mick Jagger lives? And they go, oh, yeah, please. So I drive about a mile out the way, and they go, he lives there. And they go, oh, fantastic. They take a photograph of some geezer's house in Reigate. and who's been hurt? Who's been damaged? Who's been damaged?
Nobody, yeah.
Mick Jagger. Yeah. You know, I could say to them as well, you know, do you want to see the place where the Yorkshire Ripper murdered Queen Elizabeth I? And they go, oh, yeah. And they go, okay, well, it's just over here. And we're going to Guildford. And I go, there, that bit of dual carriageway there. They go, oh.
We'd want to die in Guildford.
Guildford. Anyway.
Someone told me Guildford.
Okay.
A curse on. Anyway, the witch.
When are you doing that? What time are you doing
Just
that?
after, in about half an hour.
Fantastic.
Okay.
All right.
So have your broomsticks at the ready.
Understood.
Big exclusive.
Then I know.
You're just jealous.
I am enormously jealous. No question about it. Charlie, thank you for that. Charlie Wolf, he's your boy from 1 o'clock after the X Hour in the Human Zoo, the new Human Zoo on Talksport. 08704 20 20 20 is the number.
A bag of pick and mix, a brightly coloured backpack, a trip to an amusement park with very scary rides, big pants, singles, cartoon videos, any t-shirt with a 70s icon on, a box of fish fingers, A tin of Alpha Betty spaghetti. Slippers with faces on, books with pictures and jackets with Velcro on, drinks with more E numbers than natural ingredients in, and 2 tickets to the movies with someone you fancied for ages but haven't previously plucked up enough courage to ask.
Buying something that makes you feel young again? Buy it with Switch.
All right, son. We know you done it. Lime scale, grease, grime and stains. The problem of your type is you're scum. Soap scum. Well, you're nicked. Shock, bath power and kitchen power, the amazing cleaners with no bleach, no chlorine and no ammonia, made from natural plant extracts, are taking the nation by storm.
I like it. It not only looks clean, but it feels clean.
This is fantastic stuff.
Bath power and kitchen power remove limescale, grime, grease, stain and soap scum with no hard work or your money back. Shock, bath power and kitchen power actually work. Available in leading supermarkets everywhere. Call Jeffrey Boycott tomorrow night from 7. Jeffrey Boycott takes your calls. If you've got a question, he's sure to have an answer. Tomorrow night from 7 on Talksport. Tommy Boy, Human Zoo.
It's a good one this evening, Ash.
Yes, it's been nice. Nice collage of the nation's
collage
Sunday nights.
Collage.
Trepidation.
You can email us, talksport.net. Click the button that says email the show. You can send in your audio on CD or mini disc or cassette. PO Box 1089 London SE1 8WQ. When I say audio, some sketches, some comedy stuff is good. Oh, I'll tell you what, Ash, we've got a nice little piece. You ought to play this one quickly from a guy called Hurst Dooley. I don't know where it is in the stuff you've got there, but it's called Ethel.
Ethel, I've seen it somewhere.
Ethel, it's just, I think, you know, this is the guy who gets it, because this is just weird and funny.
Yeah, well, I'll just keep chit-chatting there and...
Chit-chatting?
Ethel. Here is Ethel.
Would you like a cup of tea, dear?
Yeah. Oh, I'll be happy, lady. Yeah. Thank you.
What we get to him? Oh dear. Oh, not again. Oh, crikey. Hello? Oh, Ethel! My head's stuck. Oh, God. Oh, my head's bleeding stuck. Ethel! Oh.
Yes, dear. Yeah. Oh, call the fire brigade.
08704 2020. Line 6, you're on the New Human Zoo on Talksport. Good evening.
I eat more babies than he eats, and I eat old people because old people are the scourge of the earth.
Old people are the scourge of the earth. There could be something in that, but I'm not going down that road. Line 1, you're on Talksport's Human Zoo.
It's a niche business. We specialise in providing thick people for jobs that they're particularly good at. Arguments. Thick people are very good at winning arguments because they're too thick to realise that they've lost.
I'm sick of a lot like this.
Right. Rowena's particularly thick. She's one one of our top earners. She is very good with officials. She fails to grasp anything. Least of all, she's being thick.
Oh, it's not your car, then?
No, I'm picking it up for Mr. Hunter. I'm not Mr. Hunter.
Okay. Fill that form in for me, and that will be £165, please.
It's worth more than that. It's worth about £12,000.
No, £165 is the fine you have to pay.
Don't see why I should pay £165 when Mr. Hunter's already paid £12,000.
You're not... Look, I know Mr. Hunter owns the car, but it was parked in a restricted area.
Right.
Do you know what a restricted area is?
No.
Well, it's an area where there are parking meters, right?
I'd like to hear this. I'd only say that it doesn't need the music behind it, because that kind of acts as a curtain against what you're trying to listen to, which is the speech. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. I mean, in the original quality of it, it'd probably be all right. But, you know, coming down the phone line with all its compression.
And then going out at night, it must be difficult to
actually... The processors.
Yes.
The data gets transferred incorrectly.
I think that was a little sort of professional broadcaster's caveat there that you and I had.
Yeah.
Like that. It was a very interesting bit of audio, but why do they need to dress it with music? So a lot of people in radio think you've got to dress it with music.
Yes, they do. They do.
Don't they?
They say. You hear them out there, don't you?
Oh, you
dress it with music.
Don't forget to dress it with music. Put something underneath it.
Yes. You know what else they do? They go, you know, we're going to talk about, sex, so they'll play sex by, I want your sex.
I've never, ever,
I hate that.
Never, ever seen a piece on a regional news programme about hot air ballooning, which they do about once every 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Right. Without them playing when the balloon's finally up there against the blue azure.
Yeah.
Up and away in my beautiful balloon. Right, almighty, don't you want to throw your dinner at the telly? Brainless, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I mean,
so you don't always need to dress it with music. Just leave it bald, as they say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dry.
Clean.
Clean, yeah.
Clean. Is it line 2? Hello, line 2?
Paul Sturrock, you smell of wee. Steve Flack for president.
Does he smell of we, or does we smell of him?
Pee pure. That's what the Californians say. You should drink 8 litres, or is it pints, of water a day.
Must be pints.
And pee pure.
What do you mean? You mean the
tea is pure? Very, very yellow.
Oh, yeah, you don't
sometimes get first thing in the morning.
Midstream.
Yes, a good stream of it as well. Thank you for that, line 2. Line 3, you're on the Human Zoo. Hello there.
Gone out of straw and fiddle. One of Cockbeans gone out of straw and fiddle.
I don't understand what you say.
One of the Cockbeans has gone out of skill on the fiddle.
What on earth is happening?
I don't know. Mr. Wentworth just told me to come in here and say that take a kind of Spanish Inquisition.
I don't like to be picky. It's a bit from Monty Python, but again, it's a bit distort. Because the phone's too close to the loudspeaker. But good try. Hey, 4, you're on.
Tom, please give your thoughts. Why do fat men who need to not wear bras?
Yes.
Because they're proud. And also, men don't have,
proud of their male bosom.
Men burnt their bras in the 14th century.
Did men wear bras?
Oh, yeah.
They were all cod pieces, which I'm glad aren't around now.
Well, they are.
Because I would not want, as I have had it commented on before, when I used to wear racing trunks when I was a swimmer.
Yeah.
So I've got a swimmer's build, all but. I'm not huge down there. And I wouldn't want there to have to be a codpiece that you wore outside your trousers, which housed the fifth limb. Clutched. The fifth limb.
Why is it codpiece? I think I know this once, but I can't remember it now.
No idea.
Use a cod's head.
I don't know, mate. I don't want the thought of having to share any part of my anatomy, least of all that one, with a fish head. I would pay. What's the least you'd pay not to have a cod head in your underpants for a whole day?
The least?
Yeah.
What's the minimum?
Well, you wouldn't do it for nothing, would you?
Oh, what would I want to be paid?
Yeah. What's the?
You know my particular aversion to fish.
Yeah. So if I paid you as little as 25 quid.
No.
To spend a day with a cod head.
No.
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 With the eyes still in.
No. For me to do that and wear that all day.
100 quid?
Down there.
Down there.
You're talking, no, more
200.
than that. No, you're talking more than that.
500.
I might be talking a few thousand.
Oh, come on.
No, yeah, I would, because of the fishy smell and that.
No, you do it for a bag of sand.
Oh, a bag of sand, now you're talking, but you know how I like.
There's $1,000.
Oh, right. No, I wouldn't know.
£1,000.
I'll do it for,
You do it for £1,000.
I might, what, yeah, I don't know. Directly on the skin?
A fish head, and I'm thinking about not a cod, because a cod's head, as you probably know, is about the size, it's bigger than a cat's head.
I knew exactly what
A cod's head is about the size of a dog.
That's what I'm talking
So obviously.
That's what I'd be needing.
Well, I would say a mackerel. You'd have a mackerel head then, just the one.
Yeah, maybe a barracuda.
No, because you can't get them.
My uncle got chased by a barracuda.
What happened? What was the upshot?
Well, he swam away. Well, I don't believe them, because he said, I was chased by a barracuda, and I swam really fast, and then I jumped out onto the pier. And I was thinking, how could you outswim a 6-foot fish?
It doesn't happen.
And then jump out and that.
Did you know, I read that men can't swim as fast as bumblebees can fly?
Well, yeah, I would expect that. Bees can...
No, they can't. That's a misnomer.
No, but I've seen them.
No, bees are very sluggish through the air.
Oh, is it a wasp I'm thinking of?
You're thinking of most flying things. Bees really almost barely fly.
Yeah, they are apparently against the laws of physics.
So is Thunderbird 2.
What, against the laws of physics?
Yeah. It was one of the first things that people in my class noticed when Thunderbirds came on, that Thunderbird 2 wouldn't fly.
Was that the rockety one?
Yeah.
Oh, and it went on its side and then the thrust.
All of that, and it wouldn't work.
Of course it could.
It was...
What about the Harrier?
The Harrier?
Yeah, well, it works on the same basis as the Harrier. Vertical takeoff and landing.
That never caught off, did it? That you'd think that would have happened, because they could have done away with airport runways.
Well, no, the thing
they could have got a whole lot more planes.
Well, they do use it militarily, obviously.
Yeah, but what about for domestic or for civilian?
No, it's very...
you wouldn't need a runway.
Takes too much gas.
You could land anywhere. You could land on a football field.
Yeah, but it guzzles. It's a guzzler.
Oh, right.
Far more than normal takeoff.
Mm.
Oh, yes, guzzles in.
Because what I read was that if they grounded all the planes that there are flying, right, so that they were all on the ground at once, there wouldn't be enough space in all the airports in the world. Did you read that?
Yeah, it was because of the Millennium thing. They were going to ground all planes, and they realised they couldn't.
That was a load of cobblers, wasn't it? The Millennium bug.
Well, it affected my computer at home. Oh, yeah. It did.
You just spilled coffee down it again.
No, my computer wouldn't record samples and stuff.
Really?
And anyway, I went in and it thought the date...
YK2 thing?
Yeah, it thought the date was 1987 or something, and the WAV file program didn't work because of that.
I won't argue with you because that's senseless.
Well, I know, but obviously the WAV file somewhere along the line has a look at the date, and if it doesn't correspond with the date, it's a very strange thing.
Conceivably. 08704 2020 is the number. You're tuned to the Human Zoo, the new Human Zoo on Talksport. We take calls live without screening them. There's no phone operator or phone producer checking people's credentials before they go to air and helping shape their call and stacking them in an orderly queue. It's a Sunday night, and everyone feels the way they feel because it's Monday in the morning, so we just allow them to unleash themselves. Ash is here, and we're also, as an extra facility, taking calls, taking material, audio material, in the form of CDs or mini disc or cassette, or you can MP3 them to the show, as long as it's short and sweet, and preferably a piece of original material. And if, by the way, it is original, could you just say, I waive all rights on it so that we don't have to fill in endless forms citing you as the composer.
But take it as read. You don't have any rights.
I think if you send it in, you've waived your rights. Is that lawful?
Yeah.
Okay.
Your rights is gone as a human.
Gone. Kaput. Line 5, you're on the Human Zoo. Hi.
Why don't men with small willies wear women's knickers?
That got us all thinking for a moment. Play 3-inch tall. I wasn't going to play it tonight, but who's emailed this? Adrian Palmer has emailed this piece of audio in, and since the gentleman mentions it, and Ash is so good because he can get there.
Oh yeah, it doesn't take me long to line it up, and here it is.
Little me, my nuts small as pearls. You like to laugh at me 'cause I'm hung just like a squirrel. Sometimes it bugs me, I'm not a bigger guy. When I was a baby, it was exactly the same size. But there's nothing I can do, 'cause I only got a 3-inch toe. Come home with me, have a cocktail at my place. I gotta tell you before we get past second base. In my pants, ain't no big swing, but if you can find him, he's a friendly little thing. Well, there's nothing I can do, I only got a 3-inch toe. When I'm coming out of the pool, I only got a 1-inch toe. Sometimes I wonder if it'll ever extend. I get embarrassed when I'm hanging with my friends. They like to razz me, I don't know why. They get me a Happy Meal and supersize my pride. And there's nothing I can do, I only got 3-inch toe. When I'm coming out of the pool, I only got a 1-inch toe. Yeah, it's small, but it's real cool. I'm happy with a 3-inch toe. I only got a 3-inch toe.
Charlie Wolf will be with you from 1. This is the New Human Zoo, and you're listening to the X Hour. I'm Tommy Boyd. You have Ash, and I'd like to thank Alexander Bermange, David Osborne, Alex Mann, Hurst Dooley, Phil Pearson, Adrian Palmer, Richard Reed. We'll get to his piece next week, and yours if you'd like to send something in, and Lorne C for their contribution, their audio that they've sent into the Human Zoo, which we've used this evening. The show, though, remains. You on the phones. All you have to do is call 08704202020, and you can do what you want to do, say what you want to say. Sounds like the Addams Family, doesn't it? Or you can email us talksport.net. Click the button that says email the show.
Ask yourself, what music reflects your mood? This? This? Or maybe this? However you're feeling, here's a collection of music to reflect your every mood. It's called, quite simply, Moods. 64 mood-enhancing tracks to soothe you, to relax you, to put you in the mood for whatever. Moods is all yours on 4 CDs for $29.99 plus $2.50 post and packing. Delivered to your door within 14 days and your money back if you're not completely satisfied. You won't find Moods in any shop. Only by calling 08705 445566. In the mood yet? 08705 445566.
You look fantastic.
Thanks. We just got back from holiday.
How do you guys do it? I'm constantly paying off debts that never seem to get any smaller.
We were the same until we discovered Dial for a Loan. We paid off all our outstanding credit cards and other debts with one low-cost loan. Not only that, we were able to borrow enough extra money to go on holiday.
That sounds great. Well, perhaps I should give Dial for a Loan a call.
You should. Just call 0800 915 0011 and speak to Dial for a Loan. They could lend you up to 125% of the value of your house. And quickly, too.
Do you think I could borrow the money for a car, even though I'm self-employed?
Of course. Dial for a Loan could lend you money for almost any purpose. You just need to be a homeowner.
Great. I'll call them today. What was the number again?
0800 915 0011. Why not call them now? Dial for a Loan are licensed credit brokers. Loan secured on property and subject to status. Your home is at risk if you do not keep up the repayments on a mortgage or other loans secured on it. Written quotations available on request.
Tonight on The James Whale Show.
An extraordinary man with extraordinary powers.
Hi, I'm Uri Geller. Do you know how powerful your mind is? I will teach you how to gain access to your sixth sense, open your mind, and learn how to activate your own amazing powers.
James Whale and Uri Geller. Tonight from 9:30 only on Talksport. Don't miss it. Tommy Boy.
Oh, no, welcome.
Been chucked out from the pub? Is that swilling kebab threatening to revisit terra firma? May we suggest you lie back and listen to Talksport's very own chucking out time Charlie. Tommy Boy.
Show us your nuts.
It's the new Human Zoo, and you're tuned to the X Hour from 12 until Charlie Wolf will be here from 1 o'clock. Let's run down the switchboard again. Line one. Hey.
Why don't men in the winter wear women's tights to keep their legs warm?
That's a perfectly good question.
Some men do actually do them.
I have in the past.
Practical.
You can buy those thermals, can't you? Which I often wear to football, because now you have to sit down at football. You can't keep warm. You can't keep warm.
Sort of tight.
Yeah, make you look like Wilson, Keppel and Betty.
Oh, no, I'm strictly a Vaseline on the thigh.
Do you grease up then?
Sometimes I could do. I mean, I haven't played football in many a month.
Many a month. But
I injured myself actually recently. I've done my ankle. But I'm going to start playing again very soon. And
but you like to put some grease on. Elleman's Rub used to be very popular.
The smell over the dressing room.
Your what?
Elleman's Rub friend on line 2.
Elleman's Rub friend.
Elleman's Rub. Hello, line 2.
Hello.
Hello.
I've got a poem here.
Oh dear.
I know you don't like poetry, but just give this a chance. I drove my tractor through your haystack last night. I threw my pitchfork at your dog to keep quiet. But something's telling me that you're more right than me. Come on now, darling, you've got something I need. Because I've got a brand new combine harvester, and I'll give you the key.
Why didn't you sing it? It's much better sung. It's the words of it. It's fantastic.
I just think it's a piece of literature genius.
As a lyric, it stands the test of time alone.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Steve Flack for president and Paul Stark for some kind of weight movement.
I've been looking into Steve Flack. Apparently he used to be a professional boxer.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Born in Cambridge, I believe.
Yeah.
I've got a website on him.
13 goals last season, all of them in the league.
Was it 13?
It was 13.
I believe it was 15.
It was 13, mate. Check out Sport First. I looked him up today. You're getting under my skin, pal, with this Steve Fleck stuff.
Am I?
Yeah. I'm starting to wonder, who is this guy? I'm going to go and see him next time he's playing in my neck of the woods, which, of course, won't be for a long, long time, because...
Well, if you're in London, he'll be Leighton Orient.
Yeah.
Because Barnet has gone down.
They've gone down. You're going down.
It's a shame Torquay didn't, actually.
Well, they will do eventually. I mean, they've only finished in the top half of the bottom division, haven't they? About once in the last 10 years.
Next season.
They're going down.
Mark my words.
They're going down. Somebody was telling me, I forget who it was. Who was it, Ash, who was telling me round here? Somebody who knows nothing about football. Was it Kirsten?
What was she saying?
She said that
German presser, you know?
Yeah, she's fantastic, I tell you.
Yeah.
She's picked up from me. All you have to say to anybody when they say, you say to them, "What do you like football?" They go, "Yes, I support X." She said that she's picked up from me. All you have to say is, "Oh, they're going down," and you've got a conversation.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what your team is. You hear that and you go, "They're not." You don't go, "What are you talking about?" They go, "They're not."
You're a Pompey fan, aren't you?
I'm chairman of the local supporters club.
Wow.
Yeah, so baby.
I see.
And we're meeting on Monday to discuss.
I bet you didn't know Steve Flack was already a president.
No, I didn't know.
The president of the Junior Reds.
Fantastic.
Steve Flack's the president.
Yes. Come on, all you in the cowshed. 08704 20 20 20. Line 3, you're on Talksport Human Zoo. Start.
That involved a Shetland man, a Shetland woman, and a Shetland sheep. It was very exciting until the sheep came.
I have no idea.
Don't know what he's on about.
Should we move on?
Yeah, move on.
I didn't get that, so therefore...
Go to bed.
Yes, Line 4, you're on Talksport's Human Zoo.
While in the summer, when they're hot, why do men not wear crop tops like the women?
Of course, some men do.
Somebody with a bee.
Yeah.
A bee in their bonnet there. And a lot of people listening must wonder how it is that people with a theme can get through on a regular basis. And the answer is, I don't know. They may have some sort of technology, which some sort of redial thing, which enables them to do it. Because it sounds choreographed as though we planned it, but we haven't. The thing could not be more democratic, I promise, okay, if you're pissed because that's pissed off, because some people seem to be able to do it on a more regular basis. It's just how it works.
Technique.
Yeah, it could be. Line 5, you're on the Human Zoo.
Hello, Tommy.
Hello.
Do you ever yearn for a female orgasm?
You know, I've never thought about it, I must say.
You feel left out?
Do you think it's different?
Well, has Ash had one?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
Without
shuddering.
Without the use of drugs. Serious question.
Well, yeah, the use of sex it was.
I was going to say, yeah. How's he going to...
Well, apparently there is a hay fever drug that women have, that if they have it and sneeze, the combination can cause them to have an orgasm.
I've read all sorts of things in all sorts of magazines, and I've read stranger things than that.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm inclined to believe an awful lot of it.
Yeah.
And then disbelieve a lot of it.
Well, what magazines do you read?
You see, the point is, I read them all.
Looking.
Yeah,
just 17.
Educational purposes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But apparently Ash give women instant orgasms just by looking at him.
Now, look, let's not go off the point here. You've raised an interesting point. Is the male...
It's true, that way.
You'd have to ask the occasional person who has crossed the divide and has had an orgasm both as a male and a female.
Well, James Wales says he has.
Had a female orgasm?
Yeah, because I emailed this question to him. I don't know if you can remember this, Ash.
Yes.
But, and he said he has. He reckons he has.
Well, it's quite possible.
James would never lie.
He's done a lot of strange things.
But all the while, he's been true to himself and to his listeners.
Of course.
Yes. Well, most of it. Well, that's crappy. I make a load of crap up most of the time, but anyway.
Well, women's orgasms
seem
they're totally different.
They have a greater depth and are less.
It's less so intense in the one moment. Intense over like
a male's orgasm is more like a volcano. A female's orgasm appears more like an earthquake. There, have I captured it?
Yeah, a male orgasm is like a Yorkie bar.
Yes.
A female orgasm is like a milk tray, a box of milk trays.
Yes, exactly. A male orgasm is more like a glass of Jack Daniels. A woman's orgasm is more like... What are you on about, line 6?
Well, I was just wondering how come men apart from Scotchmen don't wear skirts when it's nice and hot?
Now, we've got a thing going here now, haven't we?
Some men wear sarongs.
Do you know one thing that all small boys do at some time or another? They put on their mum's shoes and walk around in them. I'm talking about 5, 6 and 7 years of age.
I've never done that.
You did do that.
No,
I bet you did do that.
I
bet you did do that. I'm sure I did, although I can't remember. Both my sons.
Your dad's shoes on, do it.
And your mum's shoes.
Well, I mean, if you put your mum... I mean, there's nothing wrong.
Nothing wrong with it. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but we all do it.
I remember pouring everything into the bath. Every substance I could find.
Yeah.
Aftershave, shaving cream, shampoo. To see what would happen if I mixed all these chemicals.
How old were you?
About 14.
Line 1, you're on Talksport's Human Zoo.
You should have let the boy talk about the sheep.
And a very good friend of mine, the TV prankster, Jeremy Beadle, was telling me about a time when he went to a party in a great big house in London somewhere. And it was when he was at the height of his pranksterness. And he went to the bathroom to have a wee, and they locked him in. And he thought that this was them having a joke on him, and he got rather fed up with it in the end, because they wouldn't open the door. So he trashed the bathroom. He trashed it. He'd had a few, and he couldn't be bothered any longer, and quite rightly, he thought the joke just had gone on for too long. He was fed up, he'd had enough. He kept saying, all right, come on, joke over. Come on. And so he trashed the bathroom. and he emptied the medicine cabinet down the loo and all the stuff, the shampoos and the conditioner, all over the carpet. Apparently, that's what he told me.
Really?
Everything.
He go wild.
Lipstick, the wallpaper, everything. Yeah. And they still wouldn't let him out. And then he noticed that actually what it was he'd locked himself in. He'd forgotten.
And he'd vandalised the whole bathroom.
He ruined the bathroom. They understood. Because he's TV prankster.
Yeah, I mean, that's what... Never let your TV prankster use your bathroom. That'll learn you.
Oh, let's have a party. Let's get a TV prankster.
Can you imagine getting a prankster in the bathroom? You'd never do it.
No, very nice bloke, actually, Beadle.
I met him once.
Yeah, he's
lovely
nice.
man.
He is,
lovely.
actually. That's about it from the Human Zoo. Thank you very much indeed for everybody who has contributed on the phone and everybody who has emailed in pieces of audio and sent them in via the post. And many thanks to Ash, who as always has been sterling.
Thanks, Baba, but it's just my job.
Charlie Wolf is next.
You're listening to the radio by yourself. Everyone else is living a perfect world, and you're stuck listening to the radio by yourself. Look.